I'm getting like a lot of feedback.
Yeah, I also hear something.
Well, we've transitioned over. We now have. We actually should be getting there soon enough on stream. Oh, that's right, delays. I totally forgot about that. Yep, there we go. Good.
All right.
Hello, Dogwater Runs. My name is Tripcheck. I'll be commentating our first race of the marathon. On our player one left side, we have KPL, and on our right side, we have Taduri Crash. Already made a presence for themselves here on the marathon. The race we'll be doing is Metroid Dread. No major glitches, 100%. Fairly recent game. There's been a lot of routing, a lot of changes, a lot of development for this game in recent months. So seeing the 100% route will be a very interesting skill check for the entire run. We have no major glitches, so we're not doing anything crazy to skip any major parts of the game outside of, I think, one area that's allowed. Outside of that, it's purely execution and route memorization. So, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
So hello, I'm kpl3894. I guess it should be stated that I am a former world record holder for this category. It was, however, within the first week, so it's not like it's a major accomplishment, but I'm still very proud of the run itself.
And I'm Sundari Trash. I also ran the game very close to when it came out. I wasn't that high up, and I'm still not that high up in the leaderboards. I haven't run it since, and my memorization of this game, not all there. So it's gonna be a little fun.
And once again, I'm your primary commentator, TripTech. I helped develop these two routing. We had our own 100% route, very similar to the original 100% route. At the beginning, we basically converged on what everyone else was doing, so you'll be seeing a route that is very familiar to most people running this game.
And I'm probably the most casual of the four of us here. I have completed this game. I've not done any speed running or anything, but I at least know what's going on here.
All right, and I think we are ready to go. Jahan,
right.
Do you want to go ahead and give us a countdown?
Yeah, Joe, go to.
Yeah, but
Jordan,
also I also want to do one pre-race under the bus throw. Look at Mr. Big Fancy Pants here with his fancy record in the suburbs. Okay, get ready to start running. All right.
Give us a countdown.
All right, 3, 2, 1, start.
All right, good luck, Jordan.
You could go Q2.
All right,
Marco,
yeah. So
I think there's a little reverb on your mic, Marco.
Okay, sure thing.
Don't worry, it's the voice of
right
God.
here at the beginning of the run, you'll see that we're actually not starting from a new save file. We're starting from particularly a... What is it?
It's a file that
pre-made
basically
save
watch
file
the intro.
to skip the beginning cutscenes. We add a fixed amount of time at the beginning of the timer. Not really represented here on the stream, but when we're doing actual timing, we ignore a little bit of the game.
Yeah, so we're just pretty much getting along here. Very early on in the beginning, you're going to see a route divergence between me and Jordan. I end up doing Corpius before he does, because I end up doing a slightly faster route. I forget exactly what the route is called. But basically it's a route that allows you to skip the white Emmy throughout the course of Altaria. But Jordan will be seeing the Emmy because you need to do a very specific strat that's kind of difficult in order to.
And I forgot how to do it. I did it once in practice, and then by the same time practicing, I kind of forgot. And I went, I'm not gonna bother with that.
Yeah, so we're just making our way up here. We're doing our first trick, which is called a pseudo. As you can see, we're gonna shoot this thing through the wall. And you can do it 4 times by like slide jumping into the wall. And then we're gonna do it again right here. And this opens the way to early Corpius. That was really fast by myself. I've actually never done it that fast before. Also should be stated that we're playing on rookie mode. On recent difficulty that they added with on Update the Dread along with Dread mode. The only real significance of this mode is that they gave you 15 missiles in the beginning, which really makes the early Corpius fight pretty easy. which is beneficial for us because he can be kind of difficult. So I'm already out of phase 1. Basically, the only thing you're doing is you're just trying to find his head and just try to shoot as many rockets as possible. You pretty much want to... I'll put some damage into that.
So I had that like good in practice, and then doing it now, I'm like, yeah, I had so much trouble with it.
Yeah, so I'm basically gonna keep going till I run out of missiles, and then I'll start the last phase. You only have 1 E-tank, so it is kind of rough. I'm gonna purposely get hit here so I don't trigger the thing, because I'm pretty much almost done with the fight. And there he is, he's dead.
Now, I'm personally curious because before the run started, you said no major glitches except for one specific thing.
So yeah,
we're gonna see it later.
So pseudo wave is like one glitch in particular, but it doesn't really do anything too crazy. It just lets you shoot through walls early. So
very minor
that one's
sequence
allowed.
breaks.
And then there's like a minor sequence break, and I think we, in particular, skip one boss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also doing a pseudo screw. We're gonna skip up Ross and Berenia doing a pseudo wave through the wall.
It should be stated that 100% in this game is determined items, not via like boss completion or anything like that. So technically, if you could beat the game without killing any bosses, that would technically be 100%. But you basically need to kill them for the most part. There's just only one that is actually optional once you know how to pseudo wave.
Correct. You need storm missiles and other things in order to skip them, but there's only one actual power-up we require, and it's just because it gets replaced by space jump anyway. And that is the spin jump. You will not be seeing us get that. We do actually skip that now. But that's not until much later in the run. So as you can see, I'm in the Emmy zone, but there's no Emmy here because I actually haven't spawned him yet.
As you can see, I'm stuck with this Corpus pseudo wave.
I mean, Jordan, you can just really just go. If you really just want to skip it entirely, you don't have to do it right now.
Kind of want to do it, but I'm gonna waste too much time if I just sit here. So I might as well just.
Yeah, I actually got mine really fast. I don't think I've ever gotten it that fast in my life.
I got it fast in practice, and now I'm just having trouble with it. Until I beat sometimes.
That always be the marathon luck. So I'm gonna blow up the water here. About to make it into the Emmy zone again. There's a rocket, a missile up here that we're gonna get later. So also a side note for like general movement and things, sliding off a ledge is generally faster, what you want to be doing in order to save time. Of course, I'm fucking it up as I talk about it.
Classic.
But
it happens.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool, really movement optimizations that are in this game. Like it's really cool to see how like far the community has pushed the time since I actually started running it, and it actually seems like really fun. Like I did it right there. Spinning is also a really fast way of falling faster. Oh, let me open that up. So you can like you neutral stick into falling in order to fall faster to get around things, and I got myself the charge beam. Oh, did you do the pseudo, Jordan, or no?
No,
I skipped the pseudo.
Yeah, I was spending too much time on it.
Okay. So I saw you there, I'm like, damn, that was pretty bad. So a nice cool trick that you can do with the charge beam is that if you don't need to charge it the full way, because if you spam and jump, you will do very quick charges. They call it instant charge.
On kpl, but as he was saying, if you initiate turn when you do as you do a charge shot, you get a charge shot basically, and you don't have to wait the full charge.
Right. And that's going to be useful for a lot of early boss fights, specifically Kraid in a very specific instance. But rocket missiles are just really powerful. Like, you know, they kill most of the enemies, and we have like a bunch of them. In the grand total, if we were playing on normal, we would get about 275 missiles. So add another 15 onto that, and we have 290 to play with by the time we get to the end of the game.
A lot of missiles.
Yeah, it's a lot of missiles. And a lot of them are just 2 missile packs. That's the crazy part. So right now, I'm just trying to progress through Ataria.
minor technical difficulty. If we can just go ahead, I'll pause.
Oh yeah.
I'm here. Everyone just go ahead and
Is it
pause.
me? Alright, cool.
Only the
Alrighty,
best
and we're
Dogwater
gonna
runs.
go ahead right back into it. Not much time lost here, and we'll continue.
Only the Dogwater at the Dogwater runs, everyone. Technical problems ahoy.
All right, so right now the next thing that we need to do is like change this magma around, and you're gonna see us do this for like at least the next area as well. You also shoot that wall open to get what's it called? To get that missile door open because it wouldn't be open otherwise. All right. So moving steadily. Oh, Magus route. That's what it's called. That's what this route is called. So yeah, I am doing the Magus route, and Jordan's doing a more traditional route through Ataria.
Uploading data.
Yeah, one thing to you already see. Jordan's already seen the first white Emmy a number of times already. In Kevin's case, not at all.
Right. We're
that
actually
skip
about to-
basically makes him non-existent.
Right, and it makes
Yeah.
going through those areas a lot easier. So right now I'm gonna do the mandatory trick that I needed. I need to basically do a wall jump off this wall very precisely, and basically get up there. You're really not supposed to get up there, but doing like a reset on the wall, you're able to barely get up there.
You say this is a frame per trick, or
No,
very
not
close
really.
to it?
It's a little bit, yeah. Like I'm getting so close, but I actually just did it like before we started. I did it on Ataria run one time. But once we get back to Kataris, we will be on the same route. It's just mainly the Ataria route that's different.
All right, so depending on KPL's luck here, Soon has a good amount of time to try to catch up.
Like,
We love
so
seeing close races, so this is entirely intentional. It's not a skill issue at all, no. This is entirely just to make a close race. We're here to provide entertainment value to you guys, viewers at home. So you guys, please donate to our beneficiary, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
As I can personally attest to, as a generalized racing fan, just seeing some guy who's in the lead for a long time,
There we go,
it's obviously not the most entertaining thing. So when we have a close enough race, and that gets more entertaining, and everyone likes a close race. So please.
All right,
All
there we
right,
go.
so now that I finally got it, he is now spawned. You walk in and out of that door, and there he is. So went through the whole time without it, and now we're gonna keep going on. I forget what these things called. See, central units, right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. So we're gonna fight the central unit in order to get the Omega Stream, which we skipped the first Emmy, because with that pseudo wave, because the first Emmy sucks. Wow, that took a long time. So now we're gonna get the Plasma Stream, or the
Yeah, I wanna do
Omega
that.
Stream and Omega Cannon, and I'm on my way to getting Magnet. So I'm gonna head down here, open this door, and then jump up here and wait for him here. There he is. And he's down.
We're making good time on KPL's end. It seems Jordan has finally redirected the lava, and
Yeah,
is making
Jordan
good time
actually
as
isn't
well.
that much farther away from me. I'd say probably about a minute or so. Oh, right.
Who knows? The random intermittent skill issue may present itself, and we might have a close race than we think.
Yep.
Not over until it's over, and you can't count them out.
All right, so now once you get the magnet, you're basically free to go, and you go to Kataris, the next area. Oh, it fell down.
Oh, I wanted to jump through that, but we can find out.
All right, just grabbing this
Oh, yeah,
missile on the way out, and then about to head
I did want to do it.
towards there.
As a reminder, this is a 100% route, so there is a lot of backtracking to make sure they get as many items as they can along the route.
Right, so we have a whole cleanup section after we finally complete the first part of the game, because there's a lot that are like, so power bombs will be the last item that we finally get within the main game. And there's a lot of items that require power bombs to get, so we're definitely going to have to be backtracking for pretty much every area. Actually, we do backtrack through every area. Not almost. Opening that door for later. Choke for content. It's very possible that still might happen.
Always.
Dogwater Runner donated $40. $10 for every hour I took my runs today.
Thank you, Dogwater Runner.
Thank you, fellow water runner. We expect you to be dog water.
Your runs may have been Dogwater, but your cause sure isn't.
Donate for the kids, guys.
Always for the kids.
Always for the children.
All right, there we go. First Emmy kill over on Soon's side.
I wish you could skip this cutscene.
Yeah, it is unfortunately the most annoying cutscene.
Did you see
And
it?
that's for every
4
enemy,
times.
right?
Literally,
Yeah.
yeah, literally every time. There's
You
no
can skip
skipping it.
like every other cutscene except for this.
It's
Well,
like
and the
not
beginning
really
ones.
considered a cutscene. Like I wish I could do Adam skip, so I didn't even have to talk to Adam anymore. But I can't do that.
Uploading data.
Oh, you
That's
mean
actually
everyone's
a pretty
favorite part of
perfect
Metroid Fusion?
Oh, I mean, he's good at Metroid Fusion.
He
I don't
already
even
called
know.
me
I
lady.
can't even know if this really is Adam. Or is it?
Oh, well, you know. We'll get to that later.
Listen. The game's been out for how long now? I think
Almost a year.
we're clear.
No. This is obviously everybody's first playthrough. We're just experiencing it with them.
It's true.
We're gonna give you the whole Metroid Dread experience in 3 hours.
The whole thing.
Yeah, so Katara's don't really got much going on. You're just waiting for a whole bunch of cycles and things. Still don't have the morph ball after 13 years. The worst
Yep.
feeling in the world. Still can't
No
press
down
the down
button.
button. Yeah, but we could press the slide button. That was cool. I should have looked
I
up.
forgot that. Just like,
Yeah, that ain't working. There we go. I guess you always do it the second time. Yeah, so pretty much I'm just
That's a
gonna.
marathon. I consider that a marathon first try. First try doesn't count. Still
Yeah,
come up.
that ain't bad.
oh, what am I doing?
All right, so now we meet the green Emmy, which is the morph Emmy, but he didn't share his morph ball yet. Sharing is not caring for him.
Additionally, you find that Morph Ball is one of the first power-ups you get in most Metroid games, but in this game, it's not until a couple power-ups in that you get Morph Ball. A lot of the time, you're
Correct.
actually just sliding.
Yeah.
It was actually interesting playing through this game and just feeling that different change of like order of things you get in.
Yeah, it is pretty cool actually. I did like that change of pace.
Yeah, I remember being about 3 hours into the game when they first came out with Kevin being like, where's the morph ball?
Dude, I was so mad. I'm like, where the hell is the morph ball? All right, so we're gonna just opening a whole bunch of charge doors for later. Still like no real items to pick up in the first one. Oh, I should have slid. Oh, whatever. Guitarist one is kind of simple. You're just trying to optimize your movement in whichever way you can.
I didn't mean to shoot.
So I have to wait for a cycle for this one. So I'm gonna try to kill pretty much every enemy that's in my way, so I don't have to worry about them.
I gotta do this.
Hey, first
DS.
first
Kill 'em
badass
all.
Samus moment of the
No,
run.
he's dead.
There you go. Get the cutscene and the kill.
Yep.
All right,
job.
so a very minor optimization is I'm gonna look up here to activate that that door for later, so I don't have to do it. Let me just make sure that it is. Oh, yeah, there you go. It didn't work the first time. I knew that. Alright, and so normally in Katars, this is where you would do atom skip, but since we're Dogwater at the game, we will not be doing that. I did try to attempt it, but it's a frame perfect trick, and it can frame perfect my balls.
Damn.
So we're just gonna be doing the normal route. The nice benefit of atom skip normally is that you don't have to talk to Adam anymore, because all the things just break. They're like, well, you didn't talk to this Adam, so you don't have to talk to him ever again. And that's very nice. That saves about like 3 to 4 minutes over the course of the run. It's a very significant
Interesting. It's interesting that you mentioned frame perfect, because with how lenient modern Nintendo games are, you don't really see many frame perfect tricks in a lot of the newer ones.
It's a frame perfect melee in order to get the respin. So it's very unique like that. I did attempt to learn it, but I just never got
a little
it.
too much, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a little too hard, and it's like, well, all I really need to learn is the route. I'm saving 4 minutes isn't going to be the end of the world. If I decide to come back to this category after that, I will definitely won't make sure that is consistent.
Was that Jordan is finally out of Artaria, making his way to
we're
Katars?
finally in Qatar as well.
Not just that, but also
Yeah,
staying
Atari
very
one sucks.
hydrated. Stay hydrated, everyone.
Yes. Stay hydrated. Very important. Don't want to get
Yeah.
kidney stones.
Right. Oh, no. Not again.
Take it from me.
Yes, very unfortunately, Jordan did get stuck with a kidney stone. And
You know what? You're the one who said it, not me.
very tragic.
Yeah, you're the one bringing it up.
Yeah. We could have just left it at, don't
No.
get kidney stones, but here we are.
No, now they're going it.
He definitely already mentioned
It was too big. They had to go in and remove it. So
Yeah,
should be
shoot away.
there you go.
Hit the button early.
Yeah, you can do a pseudo through that wall in order to shoot the thing early, and that drains the lava for this room, so we can continue on.
thanks, Adam.
All right, so here's the most annoying enemy room of the game, because 9 times out of 10 he will just spawn right here, and you have to get across him. But if you melee, it makes it a little bit easier.
Oh, neat.
But if you do happen to get hit by him, you just get stuck there for 13 years.
Recently, I think I've seen a strat that lets you skip that room without like having to wait for that spider wall to come down.
Oh yeah, you just do a whole bunch of what's it called? Oh, come on, man. There we go. You actually do some wall jumps that allow you to get up there pretty early. I just wasn't fast enough, so I don't really bother. But I'm pretty much out of Katars 1 and going into Dairon very soon. Just gotta change this over one time and we'll be on the tram.
An elevator.
Yeah, they actually have trams here for a couple of areas.
Classic.
Actually, for a lot of them.
Just open that from earlier.
Forget any of these areas though. There will be a lot of backtracking. Basically almost every area in this, literally every area in this game, there will be a significant amount of backtracking. You will be seeing rooms that are very familiar. Pick your favorites because we're going to be seeing it again, most likely.
That
true.
one room of guitars that KPL just passed by in order to get to the tram. I remember just being in there for a while, going, "Where's
yeah.
this one goddamn collectible?"
Yes.
That's certainly a fun one.
Traditional Metroid behavior. Hide an item, you have no idea where it is.
Yeah, they do tend to
Classic.
give you hints with this one by putting a giant white box around where it's like, hey, it's here, idiot.
You do also,
But-
yeah, you do also have a new search ability, that scan ability.
You will not
oh
see
my
it in this
god,
run.
that helped out so much.
It's actually the most useless thing, and half the time I forget I have it.
It's true.
Well, when you know where everything is, you kind of don't need to scan.
That is very true, but I will say that it's always a good feature to have, and it's not
Yeah.
as like
For people
crazy
like
as
me.
it was in Metroid Returns or Samus Returns.
Metroid Returns.
Whatever.
Metroid Returns.
Well, that is actually this one, Metroid Returns. if you know what I'm saying.
Metroid the
Metroid
Revengeance.
came back again.
All right, so we're just on our way to get the wide beam to make our shots real wide because of one door that is blocking us from finishing for getting the morph ball.
No, you gotta go down here first. Do you go down there first? This part always kind of confuses the shit out of me.
What? No, you get
This part,
kill that
yeah,
thing.
you
Also,
go up
look
first
up.
and then go down.
Look
Yeah,
up,
no,
then
I
do
know.
that.
I got it.
All right.
That one I remember.
Oh, good. It's like the only optimization you could really do in this fucking level.
There you go.
All right, and here we are with the wide beam. So wide beam is a good source of damage for a while. I didn't mean to go that far down.
Here.
I know the numbers are relatively figured out. Is wide beam, because it's 3 beams, is it 3 times the damage?
That is a great question that I cannot answer for you. I'm not really good when it comes to damage calcs. I am good when it comes to knowing the route, and that's about it.
Come on, Kevin. You used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You should be familiar with damage calculation.
No, I always skip
Yeah,
that phase.
the call out.
Reason number
You can't just
857 why I'll
play.
never play Yu-Gi-Oh!
You can't
forever
just
again.
play online now, so you don't even need to do the math.
All right, so
Depending on the client,
Technology.
no, you still do.
a very short trip to Dairon, and now we go back.
Jumping off
To
the
guitars.
elevator earlier, it's a couple of seconds lost. It seems end.
Very sad, but he did open the
happens.
secret entrance for later.
Well, I
So in
talked
the
my
major
ear off.
glitches category, how much backtracking ends up being removed? Because as it stands, there's going to be a lot
NMG?
of backtracking.
It's mainly based on like routing. So I think this route is actually a very nice route. So it flows together pretty well. You're gonna make a one trip towards everything, but it doesn't feel like it takes too long. Oh, come on, bro. Backtracking wise, you go to Berenia for like a couple of things. It's mainly, like I said, like you're gonna have to backtrack for stuff with the power bomb anyway.
So regardless of the glitches you do, you need the power-ups before you can get all the items, basically.
Yes, it's pretty much the power-ups that are locking us out. So, in major glitches, in a glitch category, I don't know why I'm doing this. I just got a message. So there's not like many things. It's mainly just like shine sync clips, and what's it called? And so there's an axis skew that they figured out how to do pretty much like anywhere. Those are like the main things that save time. Like it's a lot of shine sync clips, or SSC, that really make the
Right,
difference.
because when you're as powerful as a bounty hunter as Samus is, floors are only suggestion.
It's true. All right, so
They really do be true.
right there
Especially
was a
when you go
very
fast enough.
quick enemy kill. It's just really just as simple as that. And now I can finally press not the down button, but the L button again, 2 times instead of once.
We'll be seeing a lot. Every Emmy basically has a setup.
Very true. And the next enemy that we fight, the yellow one,
Ooh, Jordan did not get over the Emmy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I hit the
Did
thing,
not
but,
manage to save either.
Nah. I think I hit my melee too early.
There's our first
I just kind
death,
of
but
fell on top of him.
compared to other Metroid games, not that terrible of a loss. You can continue from the room right before you died.
Yeah, they're very gracious on
yeah,
checkpoints
yeah.
in this game. So you really don't have to save at all.
Yeah, before
Safety
like
saving,
every
not necessary.
yeah before every enemy zone is a checkpoint and. Oh,
Right.
Hey, buddy.
And every atom is also a checkpoint. Where am I going?
You know what's funny is I was about to ask a nice, a cute little question about if we're gonna see any potential Emmy parries, but then again, it's like you kind of don't want to see that because that implies we're messing up in a sense. But I just want to know how you guys felt when you actually got that Emmy parry for the first time
Oh, it was,
outside the
it was
tutorial.
Euphoria. It was great.
It was nice, and then I found out the timings there for each one, and I went, ugh.
Yeah, apparently there actually is a timing. Like I did try to watch a video on it, but I
There
never
is,
just
but
really
they
wanted
mix
to do
it
that
up.
anyway.
Like every Emmy has
Yeah.
like different mix-ups. for
There
it.
are 4 different types of actually what Emmy like encounter things.
Doing the opposite of stay hydrated, staying caffeinated for this late night run.
Yeah,
Well,
with this
Dr. Pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah, it's just pure sugar. It's actually almost
Man,
empty.
I miss Dr. Pepper.
We have the duality of drinks, everyone.
It's true. I do have water if I really do need it, but I'm trying to stay awake as I will be up for the next several hours.
Yeah, I like completely cut out soda after my whole kidney stone thing, and I'm like, man, I really miss Dr. Pepper.
Respect.
Who would have known pissing solid would change the way you drink things?
It really do change a man.
Really do. Some of it's down to biology, so it's not entirely your fault.
Nobody else in my family's had it, so it is your
fault.
It had to have
Well,
been,
no,
like,
it's just the bad luck of the draw. It could have been recessive.
that's true.
Or a mutation. Just bad luck.
All right, so we're gonna try to
It's only
do
the one
Just
kidney
like
too.
you-
If I get another
like
one,
the
I might be
Metroid.
like, can you just remove that kidney? Just take that whole kidney out. I only need one, like, to survive in life, you know.
All right,
Take out
so
the
we are
bad
on the
ones.
way to Varia.
you
As you see this
you ever
room-
think Samus's helmet is kind of kidney shaped?
No, I can't say that I've ever thought that.
I mean, I can kind of see it.
I can see it out. But you know who else would like a kidney? Some poor child who needs a kidney.
No,
Not related to what we're talking about.
they don't.
Maybe
no,
not
that's
cancer,
cut-
but they do need kidneys.
Please,
Yeah.
please
Well,
donate to
St.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
St. Jude's is a, not just cancer, but just
Yeah, it's not just cancer, it's all kinds of, because it's a hospital for children.
All
And
right, and there's
sometimes
Varia
the
suit.
children need kidneys.
Barely sub 30.
Please donate money so so a child can get a kidney.
They definitely don't want my kidney though.
Yeah, they do not want students' kidney.
Good effort. Good effort.
All right.
Now that you've gotten the orange suit, I always forget the names. Just call them by the colors.
Varia.
For the new Dread suit, which is like the evolved fusion suit, basically. Well, of the 3 colors, what is your favorite?
Probably the new fusion suit.
I
that shit
think
looks
I
so sick.
do like the base one. It's also between the base one or Gravity.
Honestly, I like
Actually-
them all. New fusion is really cool. Varia is this is just iconic. I definitely do love the Varia suit. I'm not really like opposed, but it's either probably Varia or fusion.
It's funny you brought that up, Trip Tech, because I was actually thinking to myself, like, okay, out of all of Sam's power suits throughout the entire franchise, which one's everyone's favorite?
Oh,
And if we
definitely is
donate, we can actually, I'll read your donation and see which one's your favorite and judge you less for it.
I mean, I think I just really like the Super Metroid suit, the one with the or that one, or
The big shoulders.
the big shoulders with like the little spikes, or the Prime suit. I do have a soft spot for the other M suit. I like the sleekness of it.
See, I liked the other M suit at first for the exact same reason, but then I stopped liking it because it was the Smash 4 suit.
Oh no, Trash 4.
I ran into an enemy with 44 health and I died.
Well, there's our second death. Count them.
Woo! Bro, let me out, please.
If anyone out there, anyone watching wants to donate for every death we see in this race, will forever be my hero.
Yeah, you probably would, bud.
Oh, I'm
That's
panicking.
fucking crazy. Yeah, I actually don't need to open that, so I'm not really worried. So here we are with
I
Kraid.
have a soft spot for the light tube. Oh,
Our
I say
first,
Kevin's
like,
at Kraid.
well, I can't say it's my first boss because we fought a Corpheus. But Kraid is, you know, you get a little bit more missiles, so it makes it a lot easier.
God damn it.
When he starts shooting things like this is when you want to like do the instant morph, the instant charge shot in order to get out of the phase until he does this again. And there he is. There's phase 1. So now I'm just gonna mash his stomach until
I'm gonna do that section slow. Just
his
so I
stomach
don't
starts
die with
hurting?
my low health.
All right.
I'm hurt.
So now he's gonna
Well, you
shoot
drink
these,
water.
and this is gonna fall down. And then I'm just gonna start
When your tummy hurting?
shooting more missiles.
Drink water.
It's true.
Fun fact about Kraid. In this one, because he's so big, and you never see his legs anyway.
So
He
a very
actually
fun
just has a
fact,
completely
you hold
wrapped
left
bottom.
there after you do the parry, and you don't get the whole animation. And there he is. He's dead. Very fast fight.
What did you say, Drip? He doesn't have legs at the bottom?
Yeah, so because you never see his legs in the game, his entire model is just like a really like. He looks like a slime at the bottom. It's just like this like
It's
gray.
like a blob.
Yeah, it's like a blob. There's no legs. It's all just like half sphere on.
With a
He's like a little
Slimer,
ghost,
like
like a little boo.
Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
Oh, 1 minute.
All right, cool.
Oh, let me get this just to recharge my health real quick.
Safety is important. We've seen 2 deaths so far.
Oh, you missed one. I died a third time.
A 3rd time. Oh, I wasn't even counting.
3's charm.
Yeah, I had 2 health, and I walked into a thing that spawned on the ground, and I went, oh, well.
Yeah, I was aware of the 44 health death. I wasn't aware of the 2 health death.
Yeah. So we gave her just walking into things, and being like, nah, it's fine. I can just power through it.
Yeah, shit sucks. It'll be a lot easier later in the game when we have like 12 E-tanks.
Oh, yeah, that point won't really matter.
Yeah, but even still, I still have to worry about the final boss sometimes. All right, so now we're back in Dairon. We're going to be doing an actual sequence break. I'm pretty sure this is intentional, but it is early grapple meat you're going to be getting next.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, it's actually a really cool strat.
I love this strat.
So you do a slide jump. I did fall down, but this is fine. You could fall down to probably like 1 time and get away with it.
I like that it's like tight and like not tight at the same time.
All right, so
really?
I fell down. I'm gonna have to load the last checkpoint.
Yeah, there's a small reset there. So you kind of do a little Acme jump. You kind of are hovering in the air a little bit, and you jump late, so you're in the air.
Oh, I
you
wanted
jump,
to go up.
and you'll
Right,
just
they call
barely
it,
catch
they call
that
it a
ledge.
coyote jump. Is the actual name of it now?
Coyote. I was
really?
thinking coyote, and I'm like, Wile E. Coyote, Acme, whatever.
What am I doing? Not going the right way. That's all I'm doing.
So we're gonna do it again. Luckily, the resets are pretty quick. Damn.
It is possible that if you hit that ledge, if you jump early enough, you can catch back on left ledge to save yourself and retry.
Yes, this is very true.
Oh, come on. I hit that.
This is definitely a
Oh, my God.
small sequence break that I would encourage everyone to try on the casual playthrough. It's quite a fun one when you can pull it off.
Yeah, it really makes when we go to Barinia a lot faster because you don't have to go through so much water.
There are a lot of sequence breaks in this game that like the devs actually kind of like not exactly encourage you to do, but like allow you to do. They don't discourage it, I guess I would say.
All right, so yeah,
Yeah, like there's
There's a save
the
right there.
one with Kraid with the power bomb.
not getting it.
Yep, there's that.
For the insta kill.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea how you're supposed to get a gravity suit intentionally because I actually, in my playthrough of it, I actually sequence broke to get gravity suit early.
Oh,
I
so-
think my first playthrough I did get it the right way first, but afterwards I've never gotten it the right way.
yeah, you get it with space jump. So after you go to Farinia and get space jump and storm missiles, you go down to Barinia again.
Oh, my aiming's terrible.
All right, 3rd try is charm.
I'm pretty sure this is 4th.
Fourth
Oh, that
time's the
looks- that
charm.
look-
That was tight.
He's done it. Soon as just taking out his Emmy.
Yeah, I got green Emmy. I got down button.
Grammy, if you will.
Yeah, I got Grimmy.
Let me see if I can
Fifth
actually.
time's
make
the
this.
charm.
Let me see if I can
Dogwater
actually
runs,
make this. I
everyone.
don't think I can.
No, I'm pretty sure you can't. It's too long.
Yeah, it's too far.
Where you having problems with? You having problems with the
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 second
last
jump.
coyote jump.
the second one? The second one could be is a little tight.
Yeah, I remember when I was learning it. It was a jump later than you think type of jump.
Yeah.
And that was when I finally understood like how that felt. That's when I understood how to do it, and I could do it semi-consistently. I used to use this ledge right here with that E-tank for practice on the timing of like how late can I jump out of a slide.
Yeah, I remember the first time when I saw it, it was like, yeah, do damage boost, and I'm like that. And I did like a lot of
Right.
damage boost, but the slide jump into it's so much easier than the
Dude,
damage
I
boost.
feel like I'm definitely getting the timing, but it's just not getting over there. Dude, like look at it. Like look at how close I am.
Ooh, don't want to do that.
Why are you not grabbing the ledge? I want this bird like slide the fuck down.
That
There we
birdie
go,
quite-
finally.
he's done it.
God.
PL with the skip, giving it a reasonable amount of tries to give Jordan something away here.
Yep.
Yeah, so that trick's a little wonky. Sometimes you get it first try, sometimes you get it the seventh try. You know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Or
I
the
got a second try
23rd.
on my PB. So I do actually have my splits up right now, but
Oh, I know, but my splitter.
yeah. I'm like 2 minutes behind after doing that. It's fine. I don't know if I have that much time saved, but we'll see.
Oh my
And with
way
this,
to
the recreation where we're both in a loading screen, I'd like to remind everyone we are benefiting the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Children's.
Yeah, children.
The St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
By all means, please donate. We're putting on this marathon for their benefit. Child cancer, definitely preventable with early detection, but for those caught in the throes of later stages of cancer, we want to do everything we can to eliminate or make easier lives of those children. So by all means, please donate. And for every $20 you donate over the course of the event, or up to $20.
Yeah.
Once you hit $20, you will be entered into a raffle for a print made by yours truly and one of our producers, Days for Days. We work together on a combination 2D and 3D print for the marathon. And if you're in the continent of the US, we'll ship you a high quality print. Anywhere else, we're going to ship you a clean, high resolution digital version.
It is a very good print. I personally recommend actually donating for it.
Does anybody have the link?
It's
actually
pinned on
yeah.
Days for Days' Twitter account. That's twitter.com/DAISFODAYS. Pinned as the first tweet, so you can't miss it.
Unless you intentionally miss it.
Unless you do it just to spite him. Let's hope not.
But granted, in terms of Days for Days, I do recommend at least the first time do it to personally spite him, and then the second time around, then you actually look at it.
Oh my god.
All right, so coming up on the Varia suit here on Jordan's end.
Yeah, and there, getting it right there.
There it is. The gold suit.
Beautiful.
I now
Orange.
finally have grapple, so I'll be heading back. I will actually skip this E part because I will be getting it later. I also hate the fact that they put E parts in this game. Completely unnecessary.
Thanks, Zelda.
Oh, you don't like Legend of Zelda style heart pieces?
No, not in my Metroid Dread. No, I can deal with it in Zelda because I've been dealing with it for years. You know
Yeah,
what?
for
Also,
10,000
when
years.
when it comes to heart pieces, Twilight Princess, because they make you get 5 for
That
no
is
reason.
true.
It's like why? So we're going
Ew.
through another Emmy zone. Now we get the super fast yellow Emmy. He just kind of sucks, and he's right in front of me.
Super fast.
But I was
We like super fast.
surprisingly able to dodge him, and of course, the second that I'm about to get to the door,
Can you get it?
Affects me.
Can you get it?
No.
Nope.
A counter.
So sad. I'm pretty sure that happened in my PB as well.
Happens to the best of us.
Dude, I was like right there, and because he's just so fucking fast, you just can't escape him.
Yeah, sometimes it just loads them in bad spots,
Yeah,
and
it really
there's really nothing you
just
can
a
do
bad
about
spawn.
it.
Alright, so we go through this door, use the grapple beam that we had to skip a bunch of rooms. Head up here. Do a quick charge and then missile to kill those enemies really fast. And then we're just heading all the way down here. Gonna turn the power on.
Don't have power bombs yet.
Yes, we do not have power bombs. That is, I did get one. The game actually hates the fact that you even
sorry, I
look
meant
at a
more
power
power
bomb.
bombs, but yes, that do. Yeah, how many we grab? Like two power bombs before we actually pick it up?
Right, if you do the one in Gabaran, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
two. But if you just do the one that you're about to go to,
Brenia.
no, it's in Dairon, the one that I got.
Yeah, the one right after the grapple hook
Oh,
skip,
yeah.
grapple claw, grapple beam. You know.
Grapple.
The thing that grabs.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of morph ball bombs, I just acquired them. So now I can do some light bombing.
In comparison to historically other Metroid games, it's been 40 minutes, and then we finally get the bombs.
Correct.
On a count playthrough, that's going to be multiple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like one of the first things you get in. It's definitely the second item that you get, other than missiles, in Super Metroid. You get it like within like, if you're good, 5 minutes, but like about like 5-10. You'd be getting there very quickly.
Like the third or fourth thing you get in Prime, right?
Yeah, you definitely get that pretty early.
That's like you get missiles, morph ball, then yeah. I
Do you
think
ever
it's missile,
actually
morph ball,
lose
then
morph
bomb.
ball in Prime? I don't think so, right?
I'm pretty sure you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. It's been so long since I played Prime. I'm really a 2D Metroid guy. I've never been a big 3D person. I'm actually just
I'm more
affecting
of a
your
3D person
imagination.
fan.
Jordan here on. Wait, let's see how if he can do it nice and smooth.
Fuck.
There you go. Oh, he got.
my God.
I shot by accident. It's like kind of like a reflex, and you're like, fuck.
It's okay. You're just showing us all the cutscenes that
Yeah, you just deal with
kpl is
the
skipping. Because they're pretty cool. They're like they
are
made
pretty
Samus
cool.
real badass in those moments.
Yeah, these cutscenes are very hype, especially when you're just like
That's
casually
right.
playing through it.
Yeah, create a very easy boss.
Correcting the
short work of
sins
it.
of other M.
Yes, very much so.
I mean, gameplay-wise, Other M is pretty
Right.
good. It's
But a lot, of people
alright.
have, well, a lot of people have issues on the way the Western Samus is written. and portrayed.
Me being one of them, yeah.
And he's still out here defending gameplay wise.
I do really like the gameplay of Other M. It's the story. It's like I had to play on mute if I want to play it.
Put it
That's
on
so
mute and
sad.
skip every cutscene.
Yeah.
Right, you don't have a language selector, so you can't listen to it in Japanese. Unless you got the Japanese version.
It's true.
All right, so now we're probably in my favorite area of the game, Berenia. Just the
Oh, you
atmosphere
hate
here
water levels.
is pretty cool. I do not like water levels, but we're really not in the water for much of this.
Amazing.
So just the atmosphere is like, I like the atmosphere of like futuristic water levels like this, but not the actual water part.
Right, we hate
I should have moved my wires there.
Yeah. One would say it's too much water.
7.8 out of 10.
7.8
You know
out of
what?
10.
I'm glad you said it because I was gonna say it.
Thanks, Adrian.
Don't worry, John, I'll embarrass myself for you.
We don't,
You're the
well,
one running, so yeah, you're
at
already
least we don't have
embarrassing
any
yourself.
games
to begin with.
journalists here. Who knows what we'd be stuck on? So now, outside of just being in the water as little as possible, are there any tricks you can do to go through water faster?
Pretty much it's just like, so you see me spin jumping, right? That's like the only other thing that you could really do. But like I said, even in this part of Meridian, there's not really much of the water that we're doing.
Hold on, I jump up the wall there.
All right, third time's the charm.
Like,
See if
this is
Jordan
the
can
real big water section, but then we just skip it with grapple.
All right, so up on the bridge. Let's see if we can gain some time. Saved it.
Yeah, get this guy out of here though.
Yeah, I trust Jordan's faith on how to do this properly. All right.
All right, we're resetting. All right.
Yep. Might take me a couple of
On
first.
your end,
I
you just
had problems.
acquired shift.
Yeah, I had problems with this on my last practice run.
KPL on your end, you just acquired flash shift. That's a new item for Metroid.
That is very, yeah, for Metroid, it is very new, very cool.
It's very fun.
It is very nice to have a dash button.
Not only a dash button, a mid-air dash button.
It's true, and you'll be seeing me use that a lot throughout the run.
It's too
Air
hard.
dashing? You mean anime fighting game?
It is true. Very close to it. I literally hate that enemy so much.
Oh,
Alright.
second try. Or fourth.
Oh,
whatever
he's
you
done
want
it.
to. One
However
reset.
you want to count it?
No.
Yeah.
How many
Faster.
resets it took you is how many tries it took.
One reset.
Alright, then you're fine. Be a second try. So that's already a lot faster than myself. Alright, so very soon we're about to do a trick called a water bomb jump. How you do that is you lay directly on the floor in water, and you unmorph after you get hit by the bomb, and then you're able to place a bomb in midair and actually gain height from it. So-
I feel like these loading screens are so long, even on like the downloaded version of the game.
Yeah, they're just long.
Yeah.
Right, so you can do that to skip going up there, so you don't have to actually go all the way around in the water. And that's the end of Meridian 1. Going back into Dairon to go and get our iconic thing.
Taurus, Dairon. For those paying a little bit close attention, the areas in this game are all start with the first couple letters of the alphabet. Right now we've seen A, B, C, D, but I believe we go all the way up to I.
I was thinking about that. I was
Yes,
like,
it
do
is
I have
I.
that right in my head where everyone's like everything's
Yeah,
like just
the-
in a alphabetical order or some, not
Yeah.
alphabetical, but like everything is like just
Pretty close to
just
it, yeah.
different level.
Yeah, so you have Ataria, Perennia, Kataris, Dairon, Elune, Ferenia, Gabaran, Hanubia, and Itarash is the last level.
Bless
That,
you.
that is, yeah.
I wasn't sure you were speaking English there for a second.
They basically made me not to. Oh, it'd also be great if I could fucking
All right, can he get the parry?
No, probably not.
No parry. No second parry.
Well, these groups on KPL's parts giving soon enough time to catch up in the race.
Yes, please keep doing that.
Tell Emmy, please keep having bad RNG.
No, that was actually skill issue.
Hate to
Oh,
see
but
it.
that actually is bad RNG.
Ah!
Up. Damn.
Oh, there we go again.
Got it. Let's
Oh, get the
go.
counter! That's our first counter of the
Oh,
run.
nice.
We've done it.
Counter, parry. Same difference.
All right, cool.
Just as satisfying.
I like that little shift back you did.
Yeah. It's that's actually a trick you'll be seeing us use a lot. Is basically using flash shift to reset wall jumps.
Now you can't turn around before using flash shift though.
No. You can only go forward or backwards in the direction that you were facing.
Ah, just like an
He's
anime.
giving me a lot of problems. Hopefully I can get my revenge on him. We shall see. I jump up here and I start blasting.
Well, anyways.
Hey Adam, what's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
And he's already about to be dead.
It's been a while.
There.
No skill issue this time.
No, that's a pretty easy one. As long as you're aimed correctly.
Nope, going the wrong way. Okay.
All right. Now we have the speed booster. It's actually probably my favorite iteration of speed booster because there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this one.
So fun.
Also, I think, is this the first time that Shine Spark isn't just like echoes behind Samus?
I
Like
don't.
after images?
What about Fusion, Jordan? You would know better.
Yeah, it's in Fusion.
Okay.
Yeah, I know in like every
Then
2D
yes.
Metroid, except for this one, Speed Booster Shine Spark is like after images.
shit.
I think that effect is really cool.
Will I be able to come back to this? I'm pretty sure I can.
Ooh, first major flub for the
Yeah,
basic
that kinda
route.
sucks.
You do go through that area again, so you should be able to, right?
It would suck just
Well,
not
that's an
having
interesting one.
missiles.
Most of the time, people do that upward Shine Spark. They're going to do it standing, so you get a little camera angle. Is it faster to do it
Yeah, it's faster
in
than
Morph Ball?
Yeah, so you don't get that.
So it's actually slower to get that camera angle.
It is slower to get the camera.
Yeah, you charge up for
interesting.
longer before you go up
Very interesting.
because you want to make it all cinematic.
All right,
You
so
wanna
we're gonna
make it
do
look
a
cool.
Shine Spark here to grab this missile.
Yeah, it's like they left the after image effect to Flash Step, and then
Right.
Shine Spark they gave like these big glowing trails.
Just got more ball bombs. Let's go.
That's the fact that I know there's a lot more leniency on Shine Spark in this game in compared to previous 2D Metroids. You have like
Yeah.
about 5 seconds to let one off instead of like 3 seconds.
There's actually a surprising amount of time that you have in even in Super Metroid. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that.
That and, as well as the ability to do air Shine Sparks as you showed us earlier.
Yes, aerial Shine Sparks are very fun.
Now, are there any
you can
other
do
tricks
aerial
to Shine
Shine
Sparks
Sparks
to make them go
in,
faster?
Oh yeah, mainly there's like just keeping speed throughout certain areas is basically what allows you to go fast.
Of course,
like you
we
can-
run fast here.
Right, because you could actually, while in Speed Booster, morph. So that allows you to go through tunnels and also maintain your speed, which hopefully I'll be able to showcase later. There's a couple of rooms that you could do that are really fun. Like either in Altaria later, or even in Gabaran. There's a couple. But right now we're in Fernia. So you just...
Nice little skip there. I've never tried that in that room. I used to use the grapple up.
Yeah. So, Flash Shift is a very nice power up because it just makes it a lot easier to do certain movement.
So easy.
I'm gonna fire that, and then
Yeah, one thing.
this is where we get a large info dump, but we're gonna do a trick over here to get this guy to go up here so we can charge a Shine Spark, and I missed it. So we're gonna get him up here
Mercury's
again.
team did a good job adding a lot of movement into this game.
All right, so I get a Shine Spark. I'm gonna hit him, go back up here, bait him up here, have him try to shoot me, or do this, and then just get another Shine Spark, and then hit him again, and then he's dead.
Seems like Shine Spark is an overpowered ability for fighting if you can manage to squeeze one in.
Yes.
Only for those guys, really. Actually, no, this is actually a quick kill we do without a boss.
Yeah, we get 2 quick kills with it, pretty much.
Nice.
So do a little quick,
I love that puzzle.
Shine's
That puzzle's a
puzzle.
satisfying one.
yeah.
And there's like a couple of different ways you can approach it. That puzzle's a fun one.
All right, so this is a fake
That
gold.
guy just one-shots you, huh?
So-
Not one-shots, but I
Alright.
had enough health, he just fucking deleted
purposely
me.
lose time because I'm actually losing time here.
Please tell me I hit the right button there. Okay, cool.
Quit back the title
What-
screen, please don't. We might have to make this an impromptu one-player 100% run.
Yeah, well.
No, we're good, we're good.
All right.
I'm just used
Yeah,
to...
I don't want to see a DNF before the first hour.
Yeah, no, I'm just used to just holding the 2 buttons for one of my other games, and I just match that
All right,
when
so
they get past cutscenes, and that's what happened there. But
So-
we're fine.
we did have a cutscene to where they opened something in Barinia. Actually, where Jordan is right now. That little thing is now open.
I guess it's a big thing. It's not really a little thing, but you know what I mean.
Oh, that's true. My apologies.
No, I think I did a little thing.
No, I thought I did.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
One of us
whatever.
did.
Somebody's little.
Yeah.
So pretty much now we're on our way to that part of Barinia. We get like one item on the way, but that's not really much going on. And so yeah. Jordan making his way to get flash shifts. And I got some cool movement about to go on pretty soon in Barinia. Probably one of my favorite shine sparks, and not really shine sparks, but they call it speed keeps in this game, where you just find a way to just keep the speed booster going. Oh well, I didn't get it that time. Good. I hate that fucking enemy.
This is a Metroid fashion. Plenty of backtracking already. You go crossing over between different areas.
Right.
Traditions.
And they have a makeshift fast travel system with all the teleporters you already seen us use, but they only go to one direction. You can't just go in between. So they definitely do want you to traverse it again.
It's not like a Vania teleport where there's a teleport room and you pick which other teleport room you go to.
Exactly. It does happen once you finally get to the final area of the game. They do all connect. But you're already at the end of the game, so who cares? You want to finish everything before you get to the end of the game. All right, so I'm back over here. I'm going to get this E part.
Right, not an E-tank.
E-part, something so cringe. So you're going to see me do a speed booster here and go through the morph tunnel and then do it again in order to get up here fast.
That's a nice little squeeze.
Yeah, it's because going as morph is so slow. Gonna use speed again to kill those enemies. Flash shift, shoot the missile to while I'm in the air to be able to grab it. Then we're pulling this. I'm gonna actually just face tank that enemy. Nothing I can really do about it. Gonna do the same thing for this one. And that boss that we mentioned earlier that we're skipping through the pseudo screw is actually a pseudo wave is actually about to come up. So right about here.
Okay, there's one.
And there's two. There it is.
There you go.
All right.
So
Now we skipped that entire water boss fight.
Right. Normally there's actually water here in this section. But since we skipped the boss, the water actually does not form.
I was actually trying the boss rush mode earlier. I completely forgot how to fight that boss.
Up here. And
like,
then
I've done this a bunch of times where I've never fought him, and I actually forgot how to fight him. I died to him like 4 times before I remembered what I'm supposed to do.
I used to do that pseudo wave by like doing the the method where you just slide off the ledge and stuff underneath it, and that was so much harder than just the spin one.
Wall block?
Right, the double turnaround.
The double turnaround, like a lifesaver.
Yeah, that shit is so good, dude. All right, so I'm on my way to Gabaran. The real foresty area of this this biome. All the biomes you'll see have very different vibes.
I remember this one. If you don't get it when you first come to this area, you have to backtrack because there's no way you're gonna get it. Build up a shine spark again, right?
No, but you could also just do water. No, you could just do a water bomb jump.
Oh, you can do water bomb jump, right? I forgot.
Yeah, that's the other option. All right, so right here, I'm actually going to shoot the door open again, and I'm going to charge a Shining Spark into this room because we got another fight. These gold robots actually like really suck. They are very annoying, and fighting them without the initial Shining Spark to do damage is really tough. He should be dead pretty soon. There he is.
Yeah, I was doing. He was a little bit tricky when I did the boss rush, just because you couldn't pre-charge a Shining Spark into that room.
Yeah, you couldn't pre-charge into that room.
You just have to
so
fight him straight out. Although their AI is pretty basic, so you can kind of have them jump back and forth, really, and just like keep wailing on.
Right. So right now we're going down here to grab a missile. You can actually delay your flash a little bit in order to extend it, so you get a little bit more distance if you need it.
Here we go. Soon on his way to get the Shine Spark from the yellow Emmy.
Uh-oh.
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 I'm really bad at aiming. Sometimes. Oh. At least this setup is just right there.
All right, so in an enemy zone, if you look over here, there actually is the blue Emmy. So our friend Ravenbeak disabled them all.
Not Ravenbeak, the other guy.
Oh, right, not Raven. What's his name? Oh, Quiet Robe. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Beak Raven.
Beak, Quiet, Robes, Beaks. They're all the same.
Birds.
That birds.
And there we
bees.
go. Second tries the charm. Shine Spark over on Soon's end.
Yeah, that one is just aim good and usually
Skill
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, skill issue, exactly.
The skill issue presents itself yet again. This game is very much, especially once you start trying to go fast, it's very much just a heavy execution and knowledge check.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's pretty much like all movement. There's, especially when you're running NMG, there's like really no tricks. It's just trying to go as fast as possible. So now I got super missiles. So super missiles actually slow down your regular missiles, but it does make it up with a damage increase. It's not like that amazing, but because eventually we're about to get our best damaging.
Damn it. Back I go.
Oh, let me actually do it like that. Okay. Our best form of damage very soon, which is just ends up being mashing anyway.
So now, mashing over the course of the entire run, that has to be obviously a big strain on your hands.
Yes. So they did actually legalize a turbo controller. Of course, I didn't feel like spending money. And I already had this controller. So I'm like, I'm just going to mash. It may not be the fastest, but it gets the job done.
I mean, if I continue doing runs, I might actually invest in a turbo controller because.
Yeah.
I do believe there is an adapter you can use with the existing 6 Pro
too.
controller that just gives it turbo.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
You don't need a whole new controller.
Oh,
And do you happen to know what the turbo limit is, and like so which controller specifically are legal?
I am not sure at this current time. I could look at the Dread Discord though.
I can take a quick look for you right here. There is a document on legal controllers. I believe the limit is 15 hertz.
How about I do that?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how fast that is.
So, all right, it's quick math time. So this game runs at 60 frames a second,
All right, I get it.
right? So,
All right, brain.
in order to be a frame perfect input for mashing, you have to input at 30 hertz. That means one frame pushing button, next frame not pushing button, and do that really fast, frame perfectly.
Oh, nice.
However, that is a very unreasonable standard for a human to reach, and I believe the intent was that turbo should not be significantly better than what the average mashing speed is like. So they went with a turbo limit of 15 hertz, which is half of the theoretical max.
Very nice.
What am I doing?
I believe the adapter that is used is a 12 hertz.
Yes.
He is trying his best. Oh,
This flying dude is really. Okay.
they're giving him the business. All right, let's see if I can do this.
That's the backup pad for the Shine Spark that we saw earlier that KBL did.
All right, so now we're gonna fight our first Chozo. So spoiler alert. What's been actually was going on here is they actually had the X parasite, thought to be extinct, but it's here on this planet, which is kind of crazy.
Classic.
You thought you took care of everything in Metroid Fusion. Turns out you didn't.
Yep.
Is there another missile that there was? Oops.
Just like how in what was it, Super Metroid? You guys thought you took care of all the Metroids, but nope. And then the one that was you left behind for science, that one got out.
All right, so as you can see, I just literally just started wailing on the controller and just kept mashing and mashing and mashing in order to get through the boss. And then he's dead. Pretty much every boss fight, you will see me doing a combination of that, except for one. Oh, that sucks. Please let me get back up there. Good.
Alright, some flubs, but on my way to Frenia.
All right, so now this puts the game in a state of. So now you release the X parasite. This puts this game in a state that now it acknowledges that everything will be absorbed by the X. This matters for actually regular runs, or I guess unrestricted runs, because there is a specific X-only boss that gives the one that gives you cross bombs. So if you actually, because there's a way to like get over to that area by like sequence breaking and shit like that. If you get into that room normally, you will actually be soft locked, but you can science link climp in there, and the door will be open. But if you do it normally, the door will be locked and you'll be trapped in there. So that's a little fun fact for you. I don't really know much about unrestricted because I just don't care.
Naturally.
And tricks are hard. The main thing is it's like learning all that stuff when they first came out was rough, and I just didn't feel like committing to that.
Now,
so going back here
tricks
now.
may be hard, but Matty G donated $20 saying chicken and wingish, showing that donating is not hard. Thank you, Matty G.
Thank you, Matty G, for showing us donation is not hard.
Right, and so now Jordan's up to the part where what was it? Quiet Robe did his thing, and you had the big info dump. So now making progress, solid progress. The light blue Emmy, this is the one that gives you freeze, right?
Correct. And we will be doing another sequence. This is a pretty big sequence break. Just this right here.
Over more buddy.
Doing the water bomb jump over here to get up on this thing.
Damn it.
So
Alright,
getting up on that
everybody.
ledge skips a pretty large section of Gabaran, and it is very helpful. So I'm going to open this door and then charge a speed booster into this room, and then shine spark the central unit and just spam him with the plasma beam, and there he is dead.
Shine Spark's so satisfying.
They are very satisfying. So now I'm going to be also doing another shine spark in order to set up for a nice quick kill on this Emmy.
God damn it.
So I missed it. So instead, I'm going to be doing this in order to get up here. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time to kill him.
Yeah, slid instead of free. There we go.
Oh, come on, man. Fuck.
That Emmy does not give you a second chance.
No, that one his head is off.
One thing I do like about this game is when the X show up is how they,
There we go.
they absorb genetic material, so they start kind of mixing a bunch of enemies together into like different, like a new kind of enemy type deal. It's very cool.
I would definitely be fine here. All right, there we go.
Nice off-screen shot right there. I think I remember when I was doing my casual playthrough, aiming this one in particular was a little tricky for me.
Yeah, this is definitely like I think the roughest ME to fight, other than probably the purple one.
I kind of wish
One that
they
gives you
notch controllers for that.
Wave.
right.
And also the last one, because he's actually the only one we have left. Oh, actually, that's not true. Yeah, it really is. Nobody cares about the last one. You just kind of kill it anyway.
Damn.
He's not wrong.
All right, so now we have ice, so now we can shoot these things. And right now, I'm going to be doing a little, I guess, a sequence break. I'm going to be getting a power bomb early. Using flash shift.
It recharges just after you can make your jump on the slope.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Is it actually faster to do it like this than to just backport later?
Yes, because you just don't want to come back up here.
Fair enough. Right, and the two ways you would get this coming back here is with space jump or using could you use Shine
There we
Spark up the slopes to theoretically get up here?
Yes, technically, but you just come up here with space jump. All right, so I got a power bomb, and we're gonna continue on, because now you never actually have to come up here, and it cuts out a lot of the big middle room, which you'll see later in the run on cleanup. So we got the pulse radar, helpful for Jahan, not helpful for us at this current time.
Yes, it is helpful for me, but not right now, because I'm not playing.
Very true.
Hidden blocks, the bane
But
of all game journalists.
It's a very
True. And game developers.
It is very nice.
we
they
got
did
a couple
put
game
this
developers
in
too,
the game,
yeah.
because it's very useful for all casual players and helped myself when I was first learning. So right now I'm going to do a Shine Spark, and do a Shine Spark over here to get to this teleporter early, without space jump. And now we're pretty much on our way to get gravity suit. You see, we spawn in Barinia in the middle of absolutely nowhere. But yeah, just making our way through. There's not much to do after you get gravity suit. You do a couple of things, go back to Gavaran, and pretty close to the end. We're definitely about halfway through. Jordan getting closer.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to die because I have low health. Again, classic.
Have I missed any deaths while I was paying attention on Kevin's end?
No, actually, I have not died.
Oh,
But
he's super low.
I'm super low though.
That was my concern. I saw the number and I'm like, oh no, it's flashing red.
Oh,
All right.
no.
So now we get to do everybody's favorite section, not mine. Because I just
The speed booster, booster one. Oh yeah, this one's when you're learning it is quite the fun one.
so you have to come back here every time. This is the only area.
It's the only place you
get.
have enough distance to charge up.
All right,
the
so I'm gonna
Shine
do a
Spark.
fun thing and just do it downwards, and I did it too far to where I
Oh yeah, you're
barely
supposed to hit
missed
the
it.
slope. As long as you hit a slope, even if you're perpendicular, you'll retain the Shine Spark. Or the speed
I hate these
booster.
guys. Those are the worst. Let's not forget to miss it this time.
I remember when I was originally playing this, I felt like I had such a difficult
There we
time hitting,
Oh my fucking god!
hitting the speed booster at the end of that platform, like storing it.
I never had problems with that. I had problems with just doing that the rest of that trick, and that trick just kind of sucked. Let me refill my health here while
Some minor
I'm sitting
difficulty
here.
here. All right, so. Dude, oh my lord, I'm so upset. Like, if it wasn't for that small indent, I would have been fine.
So I know when a lot of casual play will do it, they'll Shine Spark that slope as well to retain run. Is it just
Right.
faster to flash step over to it?
Yeah, if you can. But I'm probably just gonna do what's pace. Oh, wow.
Shine Spark into the slope.
Yeah. Like, I got it, but I just didn't press the down button again. All right. So
Some might
this
call
is
that
the
a
way that Jahan did it the
skill
first
issue.
time.
All right, let's see how many
This
times
is
it'll
definitely
take.
the better way to do it.
Yep, this is the way I did it.
You get that little damage boost right there. Waiting on a pseudo wave on Jordan's end here.
Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble.
Gets knocked down.
yeah, I mean,
the
I
water
need to go
gets
to-
drained.
To go through the wall.
All right.
So yeah, when I do this pseudo wave, am I aiming down or am I aiming just straight?
Slightly down, like
It's
slightly
yeah,
down
if you
from
aim
left.
straight, it's not gonna hit.
Yeah,
Okay,
you definitely don't want
that's
to aim
what I
straight. All right, so now since we don't have space jump, we're just gonna charge our shine spark and spark all the way up, and just keep
And
going
shift
to the
out.
right. So Adam's gonna tell us, hey, Atari is frozen. Oh wow, who did that?
Oh wow, who could have possibly have done that?
It was
What
actually
lava
an
we were messing
experiment.
with.
It's so we had to go and stop it, and it's very cold. So since we are now have Metroid DNA, we actually hate the cold. But the gravity suit allows us to continue walking along in the cold.
So
Oh, I'm
here's a
so much-
question for you.
Problems with this.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
shit sucks,
with
bro.
the inconsistency that can happen from the angle for
do you play
this.
on your capture card, not on your TV?
Yeah.
That,
There's,
dude,
there's actually like no lag.
there's not
That's
much,
im-
yeah.
That's surprising.
Except my controller just disconnected from my Switch because I am holding it at a weird angle.
Yeah,
Yeah, you wanna
are
feel
there
like you're
people who
locked.
notch their controller? Are there people who notch controllers for angles like this?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure they are. Because notches are great.
Yeah, I know my energy's at max. I think you're telling me.
It really helps out in Super Mario 64, which you'll see later tonight.
SM64, if you will.
Or like SM16, 16 star. Whoa!
All right, so I'm gonna charge a Shine Spark into this boss fight,
Oh my god.
and then fire it off to break the shield and instantly go into the second phase. And you just sit there and mash. You kind of don't care about your health because you're gonna get a health refill anyway. You just really just try to DPS race him,
We love DPS races.
and there you go.
All right, if anyone believes, everyone out there who believes that Jordan can get this wave, I want to see
Yeah,
some
I'm really
donations
praying
in
for
the
my,
chat.
for my boy here.
Support for our boy Jordan, or our boy Soon.
Let me try the.
Wow! Immediately gets the first hit.
All right, so right now I'm trying to do a speed keep.
You know, this guy's gonna piss me off if I just go get rid of him.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, this
So
angle
sad.
is a slightly up angle instead of the slightly down you're doing before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can only do the double turnaround method. I can't do the other one.
Well, didn't you do it at first when we
No.
were first learning this route?
Maybe.
I know I definitely did this one first. Oh, that went through, but I didn't hit it.
Yeah, wrong angle.
I don't remember anymore. I just know what I think is easier for me, and I haven't done it in so long.
No, the double turnaround is definitely easier. I was just having
Yeah, sometimes it's finicky.
big
you know?
trouble with it. Like, I was either getting beams through the wall. This one, I've gotten the beam through the wall a couple times now.
All right, so
I'm just not hitting it.
try angling up now.
Yeah.
I did it again.
Shooting too early, or I'm not jumping.
Okay, what's on?
Yeah. Heal up before one of those guys absolutely just bodies me. Listen, you never want one of those guys to just body you. Oh, there we go. Okay, I did a combination of both, and we got through. Just that easy.
All right.
There we go. Get both up and down. All encompassing.
Got me. Fucking nerds, dude.
Can the real director Marco please stand up?
These guys suck. Get out of here.
Gotta chug some Dr. Pepper.
No DNFs
Stay
here,
on.
though. No DNFs. At least
No,
not
Jordan's
yet.
actually fine. He should definitely, if he keeps playing the way that he's doing, he should definitely be within the threshold. Even if he goes like 5 or 10 minutes over, it's fine. We're actually ahead.
I don't do any more pseudo waves, right? We're done with pseudo waves.
No, we just do like a pseudo grapple.
Grapple, that one's easy.
That one's actually easy because you
That
don't
one's
have to
That was a funny one.
and you really don't even have to do that. It's just an optimization. All right, so I'm about to fight.
Experiment number 157.
Yeah, I have it in my splits as Z57. So, originally, we would fight him with spin jump.
Oh,
so now we're not fighting him.
No,
We're fighting him with just pretty much nothing. Like you.
Except the one thing that you need for the fast kill.
Yes, exactly. Which is the speed booster.
So on a lot of
needed
casual
missiles for
players, I
that.
know a lot of people didn't know that was even an option.
Just do a water bomb jump. Oh, can you do? You can do water bomb jump.
Yeah, I could do it.
You have to do it for the fucking ice thing.
I'm just fucking up. I got it. I got it right the first time. It went, oh yeah, I need to missile that block.
All right, so now we're in the second phase, and we're going to be doing a lot of instant charges to break the hands. So I think I broke enough to where he should. Oh, he did it. Yeah, I'm really trying not to start the thing. All right, here we are in this. This is the phase that matters.
And it can be a little bit tricky to squeeze in a speed booster here.
You pretty much just have to wait till it's all over because he does give you some time. Like right about now, you would charge the speed booster, charge, and then spark him, and you hit him in the face, and he's dead.
Good old left hook.
So now we are on our way to get screw attack.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what I did there.
I do really like the sequence though. If you don't get that and you have to do like
Yeah,
the
there we
traditional missile blasting cutscene.
It is very nice.
So now
very
we're doing a
flashy.
nice little speed booster tech in order to get all the way up here very fast.
I want to go.
And here we are at the blue teleporter. And so, you figure out how we get over here. Well, we have just enough distance to do a shine spark to get up here. If you don't have space jump.
So Jordan getting that delayed flash step missile.
Yeah, it's a fun one to do.
Yeah, it's not normally the way you would normally use flash shift. You normally just spam the button. So it's an interesting way to sort of deviate from traditional behavior.
So back at the tower we go. this teleporter pretty much spits us out directly by screw attack.
Interesting.
And there we are.
Oh, that's it. There you go.
So you had to jump from there in order to make sure you get the proper height to be able to do the wall jump. And then from there, it's pretty straightforward. Now we're just gonna do a quick little cleanup in an area of Ataria. And then we are going to head to Gabaran and start to go to Canubia for the first time. Oh, I'm dumb. I did not go here. All right, so we're gonna do a cool speed booster strat here. Speed booster here, jump, spark, missed. Okay.
All right, second try.
Yeah, this one doesn't actually take that long though. So spark, jump, slide. Jump, spark. Just to get out this little section, we're gonna bomb and then spark up. And then we're gonna head up here again to where we got Varia for the first time.
This is what we mean by backtracking. There's a lot of cleanup to do.
A lot of it. Right, we pretty much have the whole like last half an hour of the game to clean up. But it's really, some of it is really cool with some of the cool boom boot you could do. That you're basically fully powered up. So bomb that. We're gonna get the missile over here. Jordan already got this earlier, but I like to get it around here. Now we have to do a bomb jump up here just to get here so we can wall jump up.
Did we get this one now, or we just get to grab it later, right? Yeah. What am I doing?
Yeah, we grab that later.
Bomb jumping is an interesting technique because in previous Metroid games, there was a very specific rhythm you needed in order to gain meaningful height.
Correct.
This game, it's relatively easy. You can even kind of just spam bombs, and they'll space themselves out of position where you can just keep gaining height.
Yeah, pretty much is how I felt about it. So we're going into my least favorite speed booster puzzle of the game because I did it like an idiot.
Yeah, you gotta go this way.
You actually have just enough space to get speed booster.
Which one's that?
To get a spark.
It's
the one that you actually did.
Right around Bavaria. Yeah, I knew this one. I think I tried a couple of other ways to get around it. I not enjoyed it.
Yeah. I hated it.
Oh, that one. The one where I do it, where I just space jump up and then speed booster.
No, you don't need a space jump for this.
No, let me pull the thing. I don't have yours up, so I don't know which one you're doing.
I'm doing cleanup for Ataria, where by the Varia suit.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Cutscene skip.
Yeah, so screw attack really just destroys pretty much every enemy you come in contact with now. So a quick little cleanup section. And then we take the red teleporter back again.
Well, we basically, at this point in the game, you have to visit every other area at least once for cleanup.
Yes, you visit every area. In the old route that I did, I got everything now and decided to not go to Ataria. But actually, it tends to be a lot better routing, and you go a lot faster by not forcing yourself to do stuff early. Because it makes Kataris a lot easier. It makes everything else a lot easier, and flows a lot better. So we're back in Kataris. Did my stream die?
Yes, your videos died on our commentating end. On stream end, yes, same case. So you want to restart your stream quick.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
More now, pausing.
No, just keep going.
Okay.
He's giving you some catch-up time. He doesn't need this time, is what he's saying.
Genetic error. Unspecified error while recording. A failed to open video codec generic error and
Restart it again.
restart what? The entire OBS?
Everything.
Stop sharing.
So this part of the game I like a lot because it's like they just kind of just throw a bunch of upgrades at you like back to back, and it's like, oh,
Neat.
oh, neat. I feel powerful.
Especially combined with how much I feel smoother Samus moves in this compared to other Metroid games, at least more fluidly for like a casual perspective. It just makes the game much
All right, I
more
should be back now.
power fantasy.
Yeah.
I do see that it is indeed back.
And you will have the thing right now.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I really like Samus's movement in this
good
game.
sec.
They really did a good job with it.
You're all clear.
All right, cool. All right, so continuing on, after a short delay, did I even charge this properly? I did. We get
Whoa.
just a couple of items over here in Kataris, pretty much in another isolated area. Grab 2 missile packs. And then we take the orange teleporter to Gavaran. You could have done this actually the second that you got Varia and get a couple things early, but there's not much you could really do here.
Not really much, but not really significantly better for routing.
Yeah. I just see my back is itching, so I'm itching it on my chair.
Backpack.
Get yourself a back scratcher, man.
Good.
That's what I have a chair for.
Good time to remind everyone if you've been with us for the whole 10 hours we've been streaming so far, now would be a good time to get up, stretch those legs while we wait through these loading screens.
It's gonna be a bit.
Speaking of stretching.
We got a whole couple more days of runs. Keep yourself in good health so that you can be with us the entire time.
Cutscene.
Oh, it's down here. I can actually shoot this. Alright, so we're back in Gavaran. We're gonna only be in Gavaran for a short time. We're just gonna do a short boss fight. And then head out to Nubia.
I do like using that speed booster to get that missile.
Yeah, it's cool. You could actually maintain your speed booster and actually be able to jump on the walls. I knew that was too close.
Interesting.
But I'm not good enough at the game to do that. I just can't figure out the timing. So we're actually going to do another speed booster here. Oh, well, I didn't get it. There we go.
Back up.
All right.
All right, you bring the speed booster in here for early phase 1, man.
All right.
Okay, Adam.
Yeah. One. So I got the quick kill on the second part, but not the first part. So hopefully he charges me. So I can go.
Yeah, there's just barely enough room to squeeze that in. You just really need to like max range it.
Alright, so I'm just gonna have to spam.
Jordan out here finally hanging with the ice Emmy.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Yeah, Ice Enemy sucks.
But we're done, so.
Right, and then here comes your skip, the bomb jump, water bomb jump. Should be fairly straightforward. There you go. First try.
The enemies up there to fuck me up.
And these guys, these counter
God, this
boys.
shit suck. There we go. Alright, so you spark the final orb and it dies instantly, and that's cross bombs.
Another dread specific item.
You would see right there.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes,
you got
sometimes he's right
by
there.
RNG.
That shit sucks. Yes,
He was
that's
like,
the
"Nah,
adrenaline thing.
you ain't shine sparking me today.
Never mind.
Can you shine spark an Emmy before like and
No.
like will it kill you?
Yeah, you're basically just telling him, hey, hit me for free, idiot. So very important to open that door that I just opened, so I don't have to go down in that thing ever again. All right, so we're finally on our way to Hanubia, the quote-unquote final area of the game, and where our ship is, if you can see the little icon there.
However, there's still cleanup to do.
Right,
Very
there's
much.
still plenty of cleanup to do, and that will
lot of it.
happen
I
all
forgot
after
that-
we get power
Forgot
bombs.
to charge up. Oh, I'm flubbing. Whatever, I'll just go this way.
Right, let's see. Just about enough time to squeeze in.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Can he counter?
That's rough.
We countered the second one.
Can't
squeeze through.
Slide underneath him. There you go. There you go.
He's done
All right, there you
All right,
go.
charge it right there. Charge it right there. Charge it right there.
Get in.
Saved it.
Too late.
He saved it.
All right, now you should have it. Back up. Back up. Back up.
Nah, I'll be fine. I see him. I see what he's doing. Oh, I hit him, but
Little greedy.
what he's
Little
doing.
greedy.
Dude, this is not hard.
I see him up here.
Dude, am I really this bad? Wow.
Let's try that again with that.
Jesus Christ.
That was the wave grapple.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a pseudo grapple, so it's actually not that complicated.
Funny how since Sam's Metroid DNA, she doesn't get ice beam anymore. She gets ice missiles now
Interesting.
because her body can't handle the ice beam.
Oh, did she not get an? Oh yeah, she
In
did.
Fusion, you got ice missiles, yeah, because they went, oh, you need it this way because your body would just die if you put ice beam on your suit.
Yeah, we gotta generate the cold away from you.
Yeah, that's why we also need the gravity suit in order to go in cold rooms.
I'm gonna give this a couple attempts and then I'm gonna move on.
Oh, this boy's bullying you in the corner, isn't he?
Yeah, he sucks. All right, come on.
Bully the soon.
All right.
He's still
Whatever.
getting bullied. There we go.
Dude, come on, man.
I almost got this in practice the other day. But I'm just, it's like my timing with flash shift is just not great. All right, let me give that one more try, and then I'm gonna.
Second tries the charm.
I knew it.
Nope.
I knew it was happening again. I'm just going too low.
All right, we're just now. Did I just bomb jump there? That one or is it?
There we go. All right. So what that shine spark I just did there is basically a way to get space jump early, so you don't need storm missiles. You lay the cross bomb, and then you shine spark up in the little crevice, and then you're pretty much able to get all the way up here. Alright, so now we're just going to be doing a lot of item collecting in Verenia.
I remember in our old route, we just avoided pulse radar. We didn't even bother coming in here.
Yeah, they just told me, no, it's not worth it. But now we get it, because it's not like it's that slow. Oh, there's another one.
Oh yeah, there's a shine spark puzzle in this room as well, if I remember correctly.
Yes, there is. I'm probably gonna have to do this again. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of these puzzles for the different items at this stage, I think, it really sort of demonstrate the at least when you're trying to go fast, the skill check that the game basically asks the entire time. There's a lot of funky stuff where you got to chain a lot of different things together that do stuff either early or very quickly. That, at least in the casual place, you never even think of to do.
Back to Verenia.
Damn, I knew it was too close. Alright, so now we're gonna go all the way up here. Spark again, and just wall jump all the way up. Instead of having to spark because it's faster. You don't get an animation, you don't have to stop.
Oh, so yeah, so because you don't have to stop, because even if you did the quick spark, like the instant shine spark.
Yeah, it's like hitting the wall, the main thing that slows you down.
Gotcha.
Dude, are you fucking serious?
Yes.
No counters.
And he's slow in the water. Ah, got him.
Oh, it always feels good getting that first try.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Can this guy tell me I'm good so I can leave? Thank you.
All right, let's see you get the D boost. No, you don't even need the D boost. You just
Nah,
turn
you don't
around,
need
right?
boost. You could actually just jump in morph and unmorph, and then you'll be able to grab the ledge.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a D boost, or maybe I just forgot. I think I just forgot.
All right, so I'm coming up to storm missiles.
Right, this boss right here. You can't get a shine in this room before you fight him, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just really bad at hitting this spark. There we go. I always time it like really late, and then you just keep
don't get it.
hitting into him. You just can't do it in the room.
Oh,
So that was good.
I'll bat him.
Right, then you can just use screw attack, just poke him, and
Yeah.
once he's dead, he's dead. Out of all the Dread exclusive power-ups, since I think you basically have them all,
Yeah,
which one out of them is the most
Flash hit.
interesting to you?
it's definitely
Fly shift, yeah.
by a mile.
Just a whole new form of movement is really nice.
Like cross bomb, yeah, it's all right. Not really super useful, other than a couple of unique instances. Storm missiles is cool. It's actually cool for damage. If you can't really mash well, it can be used as a substitute.
Is that really the case? So, like in the case where you can't match and you don't want to buy a adapter controller, you can just use storm missiles
Yeah,
anytime
Storm
you
Missiles
do
actually
matching?
does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
Right. I never thought to try it.
And then
Nice, I got that.
I think
try.
one of the most useless ones is that double jump.
Yeah, spin. It's like you use it for like
I need to get that, but whatever.
30 minutes. You already have space jump by the time that you.
Yeah, by the time you get spin, yeah, like 30 minutes later, you
Right.
get space jump. It's like, what was the point of giving me spin jump? Like,
It's actually like so useless.
oh wait, let me
All right, so I'm gonna charge up another Shrine Spark here.
oh, come on, do that.
Okay, great.
Oh. Oh fuck. Well,
You can just face roll these two boys. Just aim at both of them. Kill
Yeah.
them real quick.
That is the idea, and then that you use screw attack. The point is you want to be doing damage to both of them.
So then, in an ideal scenario where you're fighting one enemy, is perfect match faster or screw attack faster?
Probably perfect matching. Matching is definitely a faster form of damage.
But that implies that you can hit 30 hertz.
Correct. Dude, this is not hard.
Speed booster is not on your side today.
oh my god, he did so much damage.
Now we're good. Damn, I lost a lot of time on this split. But, because my segment time is 7 minutes for this split, and I'm already almost out of the split. I'm wondering what the fuck I lost so much time on.
And so this Emmy, is this the last Emmy basically for the power bombs?
For Wade, yes. This is technically the last Emmy that you will be fighting. Not really the last Emmy. You still have the one that gives you power bombs, but you kill him in a cutscene, so you're not really fighting him.
Right. Oh, this
Yeah.
is the place where I remember that skew is done, right?
Correct. You can actually do it in the Z whatever fight, Experiment Z fight. So this is also the
I'd say
fastest
it's
central
quick.
unit.
Safety
Lost to the
save.
save, lost to the save boss. Hate to see it.
Marathon safety. You took the L so that you could finish.
Unfortunate. All right, so now we're up to my most dreaded Emmy, the wave one, just because I can't really get a good quick kill on him, so you kind of just have to.
And
fight him.
his quick kill is a little awkward.
No, it's really hard. The way that I've seen some runners do it.
I have like my spot for it that I just use.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about an even faster kill than that.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I just know my spot like, where I like to go for it. So. Yeah, that works for me. Might not be the fastest, but what I know. Let me just open this up now.
With the way that the ledge is set up, it almost looks like he's invisible. Like he just has his feet.
Okay.
Right, just barely squeezing it in.
There you go.
I think this spot is where a lot of people probably set themselves up to get the kill.
Yeah, I don't do the knock out the thing behind me because he'll just actually come from behind you, and I don't want that.
Okay, these on do that.
If you could like delay knocking it, would you be able to force it and have a bit more room? I guess.
Kind of. I'm not exactly sure. I really never had a problem with getting it in time
I do need to go up there.
here. All right, so now I got wave. That's pretty much one of the last power-ups we're getting. Damn, I wasn't fast enough. All right, and back to Hunubia we go.
And then once you go to Hunubia, you're going to be getting power bombs, and then starts the
Yeah,
long
then it starts the cleanup.
Oh, double elevator! What a convenient time to remind everyone
Oh, yeah, let me actually,
that we are benefiting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. If you want to support the cause, we are aiming to try to hit $2,000 by the end of this event, raised for the benefit of children's cancer. Not for the cancer, but against the cancer.
I'm out.
Definitely not for the cancer.
By all means, do whatever you can. Spread the word, share the link for the stream, send a donation our way. Give us some words of support in the chat. All of it is very much appreciated. We'll be here the entire weekend putting on some runs for you guys. We got a lot more races planned out beyond this one. So look forward to those. We got a lot more stuff coming in. So get those donations coming in. You'll be entered in for a very quality print made by me and one of our producers, Days to Days. It's a good time. $20 will get you in for that print. We'll ship it anywhere in the US, give you a high quality raw if you're outside the US. But by all means, donate or just enjoy. As long as you're here, we're making progress. Soon you're on that boss now. You're also going to go for the Shine Spark kill?
Oh yeah.
Well, with our route, we actually kind of have to. We won't. It's not like we can be able to dodge the second phase attacks enough to where we don't really have a choice.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's kind of get it or die.
It's a very fun way to put it.
Okay, phase 2. Or
all right, so now I got power bombs. Now I literally have everything I need in order to start the cleaning up. So once I get through this next couple of sections, I'll be heading back to Tavernia and starting our cleanup section.
I said it takes about a half hour to do all the cleanup once you got moving.
all right, and that's that boss. He's done.
Nice and clean.
Yeah, the Shine Spark with Bills is really nice and flashy and really cool.
Yeah.
And so because you already picked up some power bombs earlier, you already started with 4 power bombs when you got the power up.
Right. You normally start with 2, but because I picked up 2 already, I start with 4. I don't know, Jordan, did you get that power bomb in Gabriel?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Both tries and it really close enough, so I just went, okay, I'll just move on. Don't want to waste
Okay,
too
so we're
much
going
time
to
on
be
it.
3 power bombs on your end.
Yes.
Yes. Good, nice sync.
Oh my god.
All right, so leaving Canubio we go.
That giant spark right there with barely any room.
Keep hitting too early. There we go.
Go. Oh, too
It
far
had a
left.
little lip.
Unfortunate.
Why would they put that there?
Giant spark's
Yeah, that
not
should be
being
good.
kind tonight.
Let me just get that while I'm here.
Oh, we have these loading zones. I'd like to remind everybody. Stay hydrated.
And we
Get up
double
and
loading again?
stretch. Samus may not like the cold,
And get a good share
but
of
your
back
body
support.
sure could do with an ice cold glass of water.
Yeah, after that, I'm gonna throw some orders in the fridge for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, so Farinia, we cleared a lot of Farinia on our first pass through.
I'm gonna go get some water. Stay hydrated, everyone.
Yeah, see? There you go.
Yeah, let me get screw attack.
Only one war item left, and that's just a missile, and then we're heading out. So Farinia clean up very fast.
Yeah, once you have all of your abilities, moving through these areas becomes a lot faster. You can just ignore the enemies because you can kind of just screw attack. You get to jump for free.
Just
Everything's
double
just kind
checking.
of
Yep, that
out
is
of your way for the
100%.
most part.
Where am I going? The wrong way. That's where I'm going.
Oh, we love to see it.
Yeah, I'd love to see heading the wrong way.
Love to see it all.
All right, so that's Farinia. Now we're going to Berenia. We
I
already
always get
cleared
the
the
names
whole top
confused of those
half.
two.
Yeah, very similar.
No.
Almost to the T, except for like 3 letters. Actually, 2 letters.
Ooh, just sword.
All right, so we already cleared the whole top half of this. Dude, please just shoot the thing. God.
There we go. That's where I want to go. Funny joke. Anyway. Oh, that's right. I want to be,
So it's just the whole water section that we got left, and since we luckily have the gravity suit, shouldn't really be that big a deal.
We no longer hate water.
Yes, because we can now move fast in the water. So the only real water section you have is just getting the gravity suit initially. Everything else is like really skipped. So going down here, we got a missile tank plus.
Oh, how bad is falling down that area there? See,
Not really.
Okay, you managed to make it back up. Never mind.
yeah, no, it's not really that bad.
Yeah, he's actually a professional at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just missed that. I thought it was. Oh, I got it. There we go.
I think I actually want to slide off the... Yeah, there we go.
Oop.
Oh.
Well, these guys may need to clean up their inputs. You guys can help us clean up children's cancer.
I fucking hate you.
Can't.
No,
Oh, I forgot I don't have space jump.
Oh no!
I gotta go back up.
I'm gonna.
Oh no.
I got the
I'm gonna-
thing.
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
not
yeah,
be
let me just
distracting.
do it, and then I forgot I don't have space jump, so I just kind of fell.
There you go. You zoom in.
Oh, you're supposed to go up. Okay, you.
You know,
Yeah, he's fine.
He's Gucci.
We're safe. We're good. Oh wait.
Easy power bomb right there. You have 8. What's the total power bombs you get in this game again? Is it 10?
15.
15. Okay, I'm clearly missing 5.
Alright, so since
And
we
you still
space
have like
jump-
about 100 missiles to go.
Yeah. Well, I would actually have a little bit more. I missed the missile plus pack from right after Speed Booster. So you see all these golden chozos? They're just a bunch of bitches when it comes to the power bomb.
It's actually funny. Missile Plus pack sounds like it's DLC. Samus has to buy DLC for her
does.
suit.
All right, but pretty much we're done with Berenia now.
Ferenia or Ferenia?
Both. Double check. Yep, we're good.
Get those quick 100% checks.
I mean, I should know, but
Artaria
always better
should
to
be
save.
is no longer frozen now, right?
correct.
Yeah, after we kill Experiment Z57, it's no longer frozen.
No longer taking all the thermal energy for himself.
Yeah, he needs to stay warm, man.
Yeah, he just gunked that shit up. A big old coomer.
Oh hey, oh hey.
Well then.
You get that one now. We do get that one now.
You're doing that one? Yeah, this is the Shine Spark one that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always did it the way that Kevin figured out how to do it.
Yeah, I was big dumb. I tried to literally like super big brain it, and I ended up just being
I also tried to super big brain it, and I'm pretty sure I did at least once.
Damn it.
I need to save my power bomb, so I will.
Yeah, no, so I always did it this way. Then he told me, I'm like, oh yeah, I just always did it that way.
Dude, because I actually hated it so much just because I was being brain dead.
Yeah, I can relate to that one.
But yeah, but there's like barely like enough time to, you have to like super anticipate.
All right, so we're gonna
Yeah.
finally get this
Fucking
E
up.
part now.
That's
And
how I
you had
felt
to-
with doing Shine Sparks. You kind of had to anticipate it a little bit if you wanted it as short as possible.
There we go.
Hey, that one's a nice one.
Yeah, nice and short. Alright, cool. So you could actually throw a power bomb there in order to break that open. I'm not sure if I really need any more power bombs.
Can we grab this missile plus now, or we come back later for it?
No, no. This is the last time you're coming here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the whole
Okay.
point of the cleanup.
Oh, on power bombs yet? Okay.
Right, but you don't go up there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Is the point.
I gotta use screw attack more often.
Yeah, it makes enemies non-existent.
Yeah, was it just a mash jump so you start the screw attack basically?
No, all you have to do is jump. Just make sure that you're in a running animation. So this is a really cool one.
Here, I love this one. I love this Shine Spark.
because they just give you the opening.
That was such a nice one. Very satisfying. And this one is possible to get without power bombs, and you get some somewhat early.
Yeah, but we didn't
Not
have
really
space
much of a
jump.
point,
All we need is
but you
grapple,
can.
really.
Yeah.
Bro, can I just like get up here, please? Oh, I have all my power bombs back here. Cool.
Yep, you are clear. You picked up the that other power bomb.
Oh, that refills them all, really? I thought I killed something.
I thought you refilled when you picked up a new one. I could be wrong.
Nah, that's health.
Okay, yeah, it's health. Yeah, I was confusing it. You're right.
All right, so we go up here. We
Get this one from way back in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, they cooked us a million years ago.
Nope.
So we're gonna start a spark now. Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. Can you reset the spark?
No, we're
Yes,
just
you
gonna
can.
go
Here,
back
nice
around.
missile.
So we morph over here.
Oh, you do this from the reverse direction. Yeah, that's a fun one. That's a fun one.
There we go.
There we go.
I feel like there's a lot you can do in the reverse direction if you just know where you're coming from.
Well, this is fine because we had to charge our Shine Spark over here anyway.
That's also that's also a bomb you can get early, right? I mean, missile.
Yeah, Jordan already has it.
Which one?
The one in the David Jaffe room.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I actually.
you know what I mean.
That's actually what it's referred to too in the
Is it?
in, like,
That's
in,
what
like,
people refer
secret
to it
documents.
as?
It's called the Untitled Chapter room. That's how like infamous it is. It's great.
All right. So,
Maybe he should do a Dogwater run.
Maybe.
all right, that's Taria 100%.
So you have 3 more areas and going back up?
Katara, Styron, Elune, and Gabaran.
4 areas, that was all off.
Yeah. Everybody forgets about Elune. Even I forget about Elune.
Up here or is it? No, it's actually down here.
All right. I just want to double check something. How do I,
Everyone's favorite. Favorite speed
you get it.
booster. Actually. Oh, that's great. I forgot it's a bomb block.
Yep.
I was like, well, first try. And then nope.
You forgot to place the bomb. Classic.
Yeah.
I forgot the spin jump there.
It's pushing too many buttons.
Don't fucking cuck me. I know. All right. Oh, thanks for the push, bud. Really appreciate
Damage
it.
boosting.
Uh,
Wasn't an accident, it was intentional. Totally calculated.
Oh, I went too high up.
all right. So this E
Yeah.
part that we could have got earlier, we get it now. Because speed booster is fast.
Right, I remember we used to get this at the beginning.
Yeah, we don't need to anymore. Only thing we need to do is charge a spark here. Go woo!
So satisfying.
Oh, it's better. Hit it from behind. I forgot.
Are there any places where a diagonal spark is used?
Yes.
A couple. Yeah, I actually did one earlier.
Yeah, we did a grand total. We tried to do it for the blue Emmy fight.
Yeah.
And where else? I think that's probably about it. There's not really like many uses for it.
There's the
you get
diagonal one
a,
for a couple puzzles. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, I used it for to get a missile tank. And after the first Chozo robot.
Yeah. You the one with the wind tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, that one as well. Yeah, that's true. Please let me through.
Yeah, that one's a satisfying
Holy
one.
fuck,
If you,
I'm so
when you
fast.
figure out how to get that.
I hate this boss.
What is that? Is that death? Is that death 5?
Something at 6, 7,
Roughly.
around there.
See, I was trying to be nice, make people forget how many you had,
Oh no,
make it less than you actually had.
God.
Nah, man, it's only death 2.
Yeah.
You know,
Every
you're
death
right.
after the first one is just the second one.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, this one,
There we go.
this time puzzle's
Yeah.
a fun one.
Just forgot to do the reset. Or not forgot, but just fucked up the reset. So a very fun thing about Speed Booster, if you haven't realized by now, is if you hit a slope,
Oh, I had it done.
you will just reset the timer. As in, you'll keep the speed and just be able to keep going. And you hit those slopes there in order to reset it, in order to continue on with your life.
Okay.
No,
The other
it was-
option is to wall jump, but that's also not
Get
as
some of those
fast.
X parasites,
Right.
please.
Wall jump? Yeah, no, you just kind of have to be fast enough. All right,
Yeah,
so we lay a
why
power bomb here. I hope that just worked. So. fucking door.
We did it. You got
Stupid
cross bombs,
door.
baby.
You made
Let's
me
get
look-
it.
Yeah, all right, cool. So, got the power bomb tank.
There we go.
Over this
So now
way.
you're 4 away, as well as 50 missiles away. So you're getting pretty close to done here.
Yeah. Very,
God damn it.
yeah, shouldn't be too much longer. And a lot of them are like just, I don't know, I'm not even exactly sure the ratio of missile 10 packs up to normal ones, but there's definitely a lot of 2 missile packs as opposed to 10s.
Oh God, yeah.
Like, just imagine how much more we'd have if they didn't decide to be done with it and just give us not 2, but a reasonable
Yeah,
amount.
so shoot that.
Maybe 5. 5 sounds like a reasonable amount.
Yeah, like every other game. Don't know why they decided to pad out the amount of collectibles we need. Like, e-ports. Still mad about it.
E-port. Yeah, I remember seeing that and being like, why?
Literally why. You've never done it before.
How could you do this to me?
I made my mistakes.
I gave you 7 years of my life.
All right, and this one's the setup because you got to do it from
Yeah.
another side now. For the longest time, I'm pretty sure I tried to carry a shine down
Should
into
I
that corner
actually
from the right.
fucking- I gotta see something on a later run. Maybe I should like shine spark there. So we go over here. I can actually just like missile it, right? Oh, it's a power bomb thing. Not a power bomb, but a bomb thing. So fun
Oh, he's
fact, you
getting
actually
closer.
can't go into the dread room or the crate fight the normal way. You can only go through here now because they're like, no, we don't want you to go in that way.
Yeah,
So they actually block it off with what's
block
face.
it off. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna. Dude, I had a power bomb. Bump. Up. Jump.
Yep.
Jump. All right, that's fine.
A little early there.
All right, cool.
3 more power bombs. We're waiting on that pseudo grapple here on Queen's End.
Yeah. That,
Oh, that was too early. There we go.
Dude, did they not let me roll with these things anymore? Yeah, that wasn't gonna work. All right.
And then what is that? You have 2 more full tanks to get, right?
It looks like
tank,
2 or possibly 3. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna get another E-part in Dairon and I think 1 more.
Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All right. Yep. Good.
And at this point, it's a straight shot up for the last collectibles, and except
Yeah.
or no, you got to wrap back around to that one small area.
No, I gotta go there for another power up anyway. So the thing is, I just hope that I get it in within a reasonable amount of time. Like I'm able to do it the front, like going down to it, and not have to
no
take too
backup
much
strats.
time. Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, so we're here again.
I didn't place the bomb down.
Oh yeah, you were just not far enough. Oh,
No, I just didn't place the bomb down first.
Oh yeah, that's honestly one of my favorite puzzles because
this
of
one's
just
a fun one to
how
get to.
cool
Fuck.
it looks.
the slide. Yeah, the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
slide.
This way is so much better than the way that I used to do it.
Oh, coming from the left.
Yeah. Oh,
So I got an E-part now.
rolled into a ball
Rough. Yeah, that's gonna be rough.
instead of sliding. Oh, I did too long of a jump there.
we fall down here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I knew that shit.
Yeah, they used to take me so many more tries than the old way.
Yeah, not surprised.
Asshole.
All right, there tries the charm.
Dude.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, I do actually have enough room. So I have like exactly enough room.
Oh.
Do you need to shift?
Do I need to shift? No. I should actually probably have enough. Damn, they really fucking suck. Oh, I knew that shit was gonna happen.
Samus, you wanna go?
All right, so now you got 2 more power bombs and the rest of your missiles. And the E-tank.
Yeah,
Why can't I? Oh, that's why I'm not hitting the right buttons. Silly me. Nope. Okay, I thought I was holding up, but apparently I wasn't.
damn, dude, really?
You guys are a fan of skill issues.
Oh, yeah, all it is here is skill issues. There we go.
Skill issues.
Dude, I'm about to just fucking spark and just go up there. Like, this is fucking
The
crazy.
hallmark of Dogwater runs.
I'd never fucking fail this thing.
It's
wouldn't be the same
marathon
without it.
luck.
Always happens. Always strikes when you don't want it to.
Always.
It's a waste of my fucking time.
Oh, he finally got it. Space jump. I mean,
Dude, literally just sparked it, dude. So, if you didn't do it earlier, you will still get the animation. Yeah, we guys should go through this door. So here's another E part. So yeah, we got another couple E tanks. All right, just one more
Man,
power bomb
having
left.
space jump now too is like so good.
Yeah, it's like really nice.
Now you're on your way to go get Storm Missile, right?
Yep.
That one's a satisfying
so now
use of
I'm all caught up.
cross-bomb.
Up. I should have went through the other way. Not actually through this way. Lamau?
Oh, you can do the shine puzzle here, right?
Yeah.
Shot plus all dudes is one of my favorites.
Nice.
I like this one a lot. Except why I don't get it. Then I hate it.
Oh well. Alright, well, real quick. Get that out of the way.
Oh, that's faster than going all the way around, right?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Dairon done. And now we
Okay,
take
we
this
go through here.
nifty little elevator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you head to that small area, right?
Oh, that's right. You can shoot through walls.
Yeah, he fucking sucks.
Ah, your favorite Emmy. Mm-hmm.
Let me go through. Let me go through. Let me go through. Let me go through. Oh, thank God. What an
Let me
asshole.
in. Let me in.
That's the wrong way.
All right. Entering the final stretch of cleanup.
Gone the wrong way again. Classic me. I'll go all the way up here, back in the end zone.
It's looking like a solid lock at this point. You can see the missile difference, 280 to 170. It's just now a matter of how fast can each of them finish.
Alright, there we go.
All right. So now we take a quick short stop to Elloon to get the last two items there.
I don't need that.
Something that really fucking sucks. It would be a very nice skip to be able to do it all in one go, but you need, you know.
There it is.
I'm pretty sure you
Name of
need
the game.
power bombs for something.
Yeah, I feel like a couple things.
Yeah, it's not that useful of a power up, you know? It's
Yeah, but
kinda
Jordan's
there.
getting close to starting up his cleanup.
Oh, I missed the timing on that.
Oh, a half hour difference. I think on the start of cleanup or so.
Alright, come on. Oh,
Oh, he whiffed.
I tipped him. Whatever. We'll just screw attack.
At a normal fight now.
Yeah, I probably should do the old way. I used to just kind of keep bouncing around this room with screw attack, and not with screw attack, with speed booster, and then like hit him. Like I just keep wall jumping, and then I just fucking
Right,
slam it
yeah.
to him. And this is that one boss where the game crashed on me once, and during a run, and I went, okay. Shit sucked.
That's surprising too, because I've never had this game crash on me.
Neither have I.
That was the first time I've had it crash on me, and I was like, yeah, and that was the only time I've had it crash on me. And I was just like, okay, that was weird.
Never again.
All right, and that's all of Elloon. And I have finally all my power bombs.
Let me get that. But yeah, it is a thing here, is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah, my least favorite item to get in the game is that.
Oh,
Get the cross bomb it right.
Yeah.
damn it.
It's the cross bomb again.
Oh my god. I might have a game time. Yeah. He cut by the breakable blocks.
As you're out of Elloon.
Right now, I just got a little bit
More
more.
missiles, so 4 more pickups, and then whatever E parts you got left or E tanks.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of them now.
Fuck that enemy in particular. I forgot I should charge a speed boost here.
Here we are reaching the home stretch. On your end, we got 6 missiles left.
Almost there.
I love that those big guys go down in one hit.
Here's the E part. So yeah, that whole middle section we never saw at the middle of the run, even though that's normally where we're supposed to go. And there's a whole tram to
Right, because you go to this teleporter
Perennia
early.
that we just skipped.
Oh, there he is. He's one pickup away from all missiles.
Yeah, that I get in Nubia.
Right, there's that E part right there.
And that's the final one.
There he is.
right,
Full
The
health.
final
Yep.
E part.
And so this is why I shot the door open earlier, so I could just go right here. Right to the tram.
No, that's not what to do.
Oh yeah, this is a
Skill
little
issue.
awkward one. Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah, this one fucking sucks. All right.
We go home stretch.
Final part of Nubia.
Getting 2 missiles.
And then they are. 2 missiles.
That's it.
That's it. That's everything in the game.
Well, he's
done
doing
it.
it.
And now we get my least favorite fight.
Oh, this golden Chozo.
Oh yeah, this dude.
Yeah, he's kind of a big asshole. Ooh, that almost killed me.
So I'm using a combination of storm missiles and regular missiles here. Because now I can just spam wave at him. Well, storm missiles and wave beam. Because now that his shield is gone, I can just fucking spam it and not care because I have 1,000,000 health.
And you'll DPS race, and then you'll get a health refill once you kill him.
God, this fucking sucks, bro. What's going on?
Pretty straightforward. Counter. Counter.
There you go. Also, this animation is slower than the other animation that they had.
Right, because it's the one where you absorb for the first time.
Right. So, and here we go. The final elevator. Well, not really the final elevator, but the final.
Well, that's not your first absorb, but that absorb is just in particular slower, right?
Yeah. No, every absorb is slower than the way that she used to do before she got the powers.
Yeah, you just blast him in the mouth.
Yeah, that is a lot faster. All right, so we're finally coming up into Raven.
Coming up on last boss on your end, coming up to purple Emmy kill on Soon's end.
All right.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Almost there.
Save station, who needs it? And this also gives you another big refill. If you
Yes,
didn't have enough
you're
health
never
as it is.
concerned coming up to this part
Yeah.
about your health or your ammo.
Not really.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Can we get a first try?
It's
Button it close.
All right.
Nice, he squeezed
Now
it.
here he is,
First
his
try.
Raven Beak.
I was like mashing it.
The
I
man.
was like,
The mans, the papas, the dads. Whose dads
Whoa.
is ours. There, what a revelation. So basically, I'm just spamming, waiting for his shield to go down until I can get a melee counter.
So you're a bird person?
Yes.
yeah, we have like bird DNA in us.
Yeah.
It's wacky.
So not only are you human, you're also bird, and you're also Metroid.
Yeah, you just got a lot of shit going on with you.
Yeah, it's kind
all
of a
mixed
mess,
up.
to be honest.
No wonder she's yelling a lot in this fight. She's all mixed up on the inside because she's all mixed up actually.
Yeah, the next game is going to be finding out what Samus's actual heritage is, you know?
All right, there we go. All right, so now we got phase 2. Phase 2, we just spam ice missiles. It is actually the easiest thing to do. And if you actually do this melee into a when he does the beam, you actually completely dodge it because.
Oh, so that's why phase 2 took a long time last. My last
Yeah, you
practice.
really just want to use ice missiles.
I forgot phase 2. Yeah, just use ice missiles.
Oh,
It's
there we go.
beam, ice missiles, then beam to the end,
Then
right?
beam, yeah.
Yeah. As you see, just
On my
going
way
directly over my head.
to get power bombs.
And there you go, phase 2 done.
Ooh, clean.
All right, let's see the mashing. You do the mash where you like have your fingers clenched up and you're like poking,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
This is how I do it. I don't know a better method to mash. So this attack was the one that Jordan didn't know that he could just lay a power bomb and it dies.
Yeah, my first time I was like, how do you deal with that stun? And it's like, oh yeah, just lay a power bomb, dude. Could have fooled me.
Mashing is a skill though, but I understand why some people don't like mashing because like it's actually just painful and annoying.
Now there's a technique for it to make it like not as painful.
There are techniques for it, but I don't think that any of them are good for your hand in any way, regardless. Like there's no healthy form of mashing. There's just whatever you can manage.
Yeah, I mean, when I run MGS2 tomorrow, I'll talk about why we use turbo there.
Surprising. Well, I guess it's not particularly surprising for a Nintendo game that there's no accessibility options to deal with not
All right,
having to
and
mash.
this is finally the end of the fight.
Then we got the escape sequence.
Yeah, no, it's
Right now, we got a very short cutscene. I'm gonna let him crawl a little bit just to make sure that he comes towards me quicker. But because he has to go to a certain spot.
manipulation at the beginning?
Right. No, he just has to go to a certain spot to die. So I let him walk like 3 steps or like.
All right, and that's
Man,
Red
A
Dead
Bug's Life looks a lot scarier
So-
than I remember.
1, 2, and right now I start charging. And you can't wait too long because you will die.
Oh
And you
yeah.
had to do it over again. But this should be exactly enough time to where he will die, like right about now.
I tried to use power bombing, right?
Oh, does he like have to come to a specific point before he can die?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just like wait
And
so
he
that you
also
don't have
has
to
to
slow him
be
down.
in the stream for long enough as well.
Okay, I understand.
But he will always die like right there. All right, so here we are coming towards the end. I forgot I had to leave it. So here we are, escape sequence.
There's no point in this escape sequence where you can possibly shine spark, right?
Yes, you can.
You can? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right at the very end. Right.
Right at the very end. You don't really do a shine spark, but besides the one, that other thing.
Good thing I remembered that.
Oh, you don't have flash shift in this?
No, it takes away all your AN abilities.
Yeah, they take
Yeah,
away,
that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah,
which
you
is
just-
lame.
yeah, it really sucks.
But you get a big laser.
Big
You-
lady.
You get a big laser that just does everything
Listen,
for you.
big laser is really fucking cool.
But yeah, we'll use it for like. I mean,
Yeah, just like Hyper Beam in
big
fucking
laser.
Super Metroid. They always have a big laser that you can never use.
Except towards the end.
Yeah. Alright,
There's the
yeah, so I
spark.
don't know how to skip this animation, but
you can't go into ball form and skip it.
no.
Oh, interesting.
Uh,
Are you trying to do a little
You
cheeky little skip there?
No, just to, like
Speed
a way to
booster?
walk faster.
Yeah.
And time will end on my side right now.
Yeah, I just entered cleanup.
36:23 on our account.
Yeah, mine was a 36:43. All right, yeah. So we're just gonna skip the credits and go right to the ending thing.
Get a final confirm on the 100% end of time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play the game for so long when they went back, and when I went back and they were like, yeah, here's the results screen at the end, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, the results screen has a lot
That's
more
new.
information on it now compared to when I first played this game.
There you go. Here's
Look at all that
everything.
information.
100%.
Item collection 100%.
Oh, look at him. He didn't save once. He beat the save boss.
No,
You beat the save boss.
I did beat the save boss. So
Bosses
36, I'm
defeated
happy with
27.
that. So 40.
So because you skipped, that means that the full bosses would be 28, right?
Huh?
Full bosses would have beaten that extra water boss that we skipped, right?
I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
So like the max number that
Oh
could be
no,
is
no, no,
28.
no, no. So there's another one in Gabaran, like another Chozo Chozo fight that we skipped.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's like about it.
Okay, so it's two. So it'd be 29.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 29. How many do you fight in Boss Rush?
I actually haven't finished Boss Rush yet.
Ooh.
I've started it. I've not finished. And he pulls out another Dr. Pepper.
Classic.
Christ.
Yeah, bro.
Listen,
I'm still going.
me and Kevin breathe Dr. Pepper.
It's true. You don't see the Dr. Pepper graveyard behind me.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor of the stream. Otherwise, they would have donated to Say Choose, like you should right now after that fantastic Metroid Dread run. Lost 75 years to doing early grapple. But besides for that, run was overall pretty solid. Some technical issues. But all the technical
100%
issues are open.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so the reason why we, like, if you look at my clear time, it says it's a 41 and a total play time of 52. They count all the
cutscenes.
cutscenes for the in-game time. So it's like really cringe, even though you skip them all.
Very cringe.
Yeah, so that, and it's just inconsistent anyway. It's like sometimes, so the timer normally starts at 3:44 on the in-game time, but sometimes it can be even less, sometimes it can be even more. It's never really consistent, so that's the main reason why they decided to do RTA. But obviously, digital loads have a lot of bigger advantage than physical. So, what can you really do?
Do I need to do Storm Missile for this part? No, right? I could just ignore that.
Oh yeah, you don't gotta go there. No, you shouldn't go up at all. You just go to the right. You should have everything up top already. Oh my god, fuck this guy. Ooh.
Yeah, I got that one already.
Dude, Phil really ate all 30 of those fucking sliders. Dude, he's gonna
Right.
he's gonna be shitting hard.
Sometimes it's a choice you have to make, you know?
Especially
You
with eating
don't
all those
necessarily have
sliders.
to do that.
Alright, and then let me get this. Whoops. Oh yeah. Oh.
Oh, dude, you just bomb from the... There's a little hole that you can bomb.
Oh, well.
That's alright. You still got it.
I'm
Who's breathing?
retarded.
You just
Yeah, it's
there
there you go.
You need to go in that hole. I really don't want this on my screen anymore. I hear the clear music next to me. I'm just like, I'm so tired of this already. Do I just start practicing Odyssey? Nah, I'll be polite and not practice Odyssey right now.
Just be polite.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna turn off the stream either, but I'm definitely turning off my TV. I really don't want to keep listening to this. I really don't want to keep listening to this.
Oh, got the
It'll still be on the capture card, but God.
Donate to keep Kevin's TV on.
Oh, it's down right. Yeah.
Look, if somebody donates $5, it'll keep the TV on and drive me insane.
Donate to help the children and drive Kevin insane.
That's true. There we go.
Actually, at 194, making solid progress through the missiles here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't take me
use it-
shouldn't take me too much longer.
No. Just go all the way up.
Oh, that's right. I'm like, oh yeah, because I want a fucking what's it called? Speed booster. We don't do
Yeah.
that.
I always want to, but I never find the time to be able to do it.
Understandable.
We used to. Before, I think.
Back
We used
in
to bomb,
simpler
I
days.
think we used to bomb jump up here, right?
I'm not sure. Just lay a morph power bomb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they die in one hit.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, watch.
Oh man.
Just like the sun dies to a power bomb.
Yeah, oh shit, for real?
That shit might as well beat the sun. Alright. So you guys don't need to see my screen anymore. I could actually turn that off, but I will still be recording.
%. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Always getting there.
Damn. The way that she'd just be staring there. God damn.
Right? It's, the loading screens are a little. It would be interesting if you could like do something during them, just like I don't know, interact. But I think they're just like actual like videos.
Yeah. Reminds me of the, the Marvel Spider-Man shit.
Yeah.
Whenever you fast travel.
Yep. I liked it.
I did as well. Bro, how did you open that?
I fucked up, so I have to come back around.
Oh, okay, alright. No, you want to go down, actually.
I do. Yeah, I had to come back around and down and do a bomb jump in the water to get to get back up.
Oh, God. Alright. So...
Oh, fuck that guy.
I would start a shine spark now, yeah.
Damn it. Here's that guy. Okay.
There you go.
I do the ball right here, right?
Yeah, morph.
Whoa.
You got
Very
the
nice.
crouch one.
All right, now charge a power bomb. No, go back. Go back and charge your power bomb.
In that room.
Oh, did it just fucking? We're going up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa! Look at that.
Yeah, you can get this first. Get right in there and just start the spark now.
Our brother did that once when I was watching him play, and it didn't he didn't hit this part. Like for some reason, it just stopped him.
Oh, that sucks. I think that I'm pretty sure that's happened to me before as well. Nice. Let's pull up.
I'm in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, definitely go on down there.
Oh wait, no, I don't want to go that way.
So you do want to go that way?
No, I do.
Yes. Okay, then you go to the atom room. And take the top path.
Oh wait.
Go around.
I had to hold. I keep just pressing slide and not holding it.
Just do the normal way.
What's the normal way? You just hard it into it? Or
No, you just go around.
go.
So now, yeah, you have
Yeah.
to spam more. Just no, fall down. Fall down. Go to the left. And go up there. And then go to the top of the room.
I don't know. I like the other way more.
But yeah, you'd have to stop having a skill issue and just be able to do it.
No.
That is exactly how this works.
No. Oh, let me. Oh, yeah, it's one more or a couple more.
No, go up.
Mad memory, not so great. Ooh. Right.
Yeah, it's happened to me a lot.
Because like fire and other parts don't like bother you when you're in gravity suit, but that one does. Okay.
Yeah, it's a different type of flame. That should be everything, right? Yeah.
Yeah. 100.
$5 from J Films. Hope I'm not too late.
No, it's only day one, man.
It's never too late to donate.
Only day one. You still got like another
2 days.
like 40 hours or plus.
Yeah, we still got a bunch of runs coming at you. To the left.
Until
Yeah, through the charge door.
do I?
Yep, this way.
Ah.
And this fucking one. Really?
Playing friend of bottles is definitely welcome to the stream. Actually, anyone's really welcome to the stream.
Or
Oh yeah, definitely.
Appreciate it. You stopped by $5. It's definitely gonna go straight in. I know the YouTube super chats are not directly added to the donation total, but we'll definitely add them in by the end.
It's just easier if we do this. Everyone's favorite part. You watch it one time, you're here to watch it again.
Did you get the E part?
No, let me get to now, actually. Thank you, that's what actually messed me up last time. Down here?
Yeah, go up.
Yeah, oh, up, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what happened last time. I made a mental note and I just forgot to do it, and I was like, what am I missing? Oh yeah, this one.
Right, that's that E-Tang, then you're gonna get the Shine Spark, or try to get a Shine Spark and go back this way.
Oh. That's right, it's this way. Put that there.
We got like 50 missiles, right? 6 supers, powers.
Do that just to fucking clear those guys out. Yeah, no, those are missile blocks, and now I do. Okay, yeah.
Alright, here's the Shine puzzle. Low.
Yeah, I used to do it a different way. But
Yeah,
then,
Oh, he
always happens.
mashing a little too hard.
Yeah, I used to do it. Yeah, I used to do like the whole slide through that fucking one and work yourself around. And
I think I used to wall jump off that
Yeah.
wall while keeping sprint, and then
Dude, I literally just kept it going the whole time.
right,
like,
yeah.
I did it from the train, not from the other way.
yeah, I did it from the train, and I like slid through there and then wall
Yeah.
jumped and yeah, and then that way is
Shit was so
there.
hard.
It's just easier.
To the left.
Get off.
Yeah, no, up into the... actually, this is fine. Keep going. You're fine. It actually leads you over here, so it's really not that big a deal. All right, so lay a power bomb now.
Oh, yeah.
And then-
I need to get speed booster.
Yeah. And then once you get back up there, go to the right.
Yeah.
And while Jordan is cleaning up his items, you can help us clean up cancer. Wait, I already made this joke.
Make
I'm
it
gonna say it
again.
again anyway. You can help us clean up cancer, children's cancer in particular, by donating to our Tiltify,
Right.
benefiting St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Okay, hold on. I have a better way of putting this.
Yeah, please.
If you want to help Trip Tech figure out a new way of just saying how we could donate to children's research on cancer, please donate to children's research.
Cancer.
Children's research.
Wait, hold on.
Children cancer, research cancer.
Okay, look, sometimes we need a study
It's
kit
like,
because
like almost it's 1 a.m., you know.
it's 2 a.m.
We're literally hitting peak Dogwater right now.
Oh, yeah. It's
Oh, did you get the other thing?
What, I think the one down here?
No, the one in the right room. Yeah, you did. All right.
Yeah, the one. Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
So you want to
except
head down?
Yeah, I want to go and this way.
Yeah, you got it. So anyways, I started blasting.
As you always should, you know.
Yeah. So, just a
What are
couple
those
more
blocks
things.
again? There's. Everybody's forgetting those blocks are in speed
No, this
booster.
is speed.
Yeah.
On speed, like I need to be to get through this night.
Oh my god. What happened to all the sugar?
What happened to all the you know what? You know what, guys? Stay Dr. Pepper.
Not a
Oh, that's
sponsor.
right. Should be though.
Whoa. He's going.
What's up here? No, it's underneath the door. That's right.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
No, you don't need to shoot a missile. It's a bomb.
That's
Oh, it's a bomb? Okay. That was a missile.
Time to get in the crate.
Time to go to the crate room. Oh my god, it's a power bomb.
Oh, who would have guessed?
We got so many of those.
No, it's down this way. They'll get fooled.
You can just powerbomb it.
Yeah, it's in there.
Power bomb to reveal the special surprise inside. What's the prize? Depression.
Oh.
okay, that's
Well, we want to make sure the children avoid that too.
Why we
Yeah,
don't want the
that-
children to have depression.
No, definitely not.
no.
Dude, I watched 10 seconds of this.
The late night flub is absolutely correct.
Now, guys, you know what sucks almost as much as cancer? Gotcha ads. They're the fucking.
I was like, what's he gonna say? I was like, what the hell is he gonna say?
I'm trying to gain energy in my game. However, they want me to watch 10 seconds of a fucking ad, and I just want to get the energy. I don't care about the ad. I just want the energy. Stop forcing me
what's worse
to
than
go
gotcha
through
ads?
this thing.
You know what's
No.
gotcha ads?
What? Yeah. Gotta watch some gotcha ads in order to get the gotcha energy.
You know what's worse than gotcha ads?
What? Chill out, cancer.
Damn
All gacha are bad.
All right, if they told me that I didn't
You
watch,
can't speedrun a gacha.
Yes, you. Well,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you want to go bankrupt, sure you can speedrun a gacha, but no one's realistically doing that. You can't speedrun a gacha.
Hey man, he's got a point actually, you know.
You can try to do it without spending any money, but it's going to be like the most Dogwater of runs.
Yeah, it depends on the gacha.
That's true. We. Oh hey, we're back here again. Whoa.
thank you, God.
You got.
I
You got it,
got the
10
energy,
seconds.
guys. I got it.
He's got it.
Just like Jordan's trying to get the energy for the E-tanks, I'm trying to get the energy in my gacha games.
And that's
We're trying to give energy to those kids out there, so keep donating.
Yikes, dog.
Nemu, please don't speedrun Genshin. Don't speedrun Genshin. I don't think that's worth anyone's time.
Nobody should play Genshin, let's be perfectly honest here. That's right, guys. We're biased with our gacha games. I only play 2 of them, and I sometimes don't even want to do that. That's not true. I'll speedrun Genshin, just give me 500. You're gonna need a lot more than 500 for Genshin, dog.
Yeah, you're not pulling everything first try. You really ain't gonna pull everything first
Unless you
try.
actually like pull all the luck out of your nut sacks, never be able to reproduce children ever again. That ain't happening. Can he do it?
Up.
Up.
He fell. Oh boy. Rough life. There you go. Oh, he almost cross-bombed himself back.
That would have sucked. I think I've done that before, actually.
Speaking of gacha, shameless ad, Epic 7, the gacha game
my
that me
God.
and my friends play, is getting a Full Metal Alchemist collab. So if your favorite anime
Not a sponsor.
is Full Metal Alchemist,
Definitely not a
just
sponsor.
play the game just for yourself, not for us. We're not going to invite you to our guild. You're probably dog shit.
Yeah, in comparison to Dogwater, not much of a difference.
That's true. We also have a Dogwater guild. Go to the right, Jordan.
Yeah, I just to grab this one first, but I did remember that one.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes.
He's
That messed me up last night as well. Or not last night, but the other day.
he's doing.
Oh, squeeze it in the hole. There you go.
He did it.
3 more E parts, and I think that should be. Is that all, or do you have one more tank afterwards?
No, it's probably all in Gabaran, so that makes sense.
Is it over here?
No,
over
just
here.
so right by the thing, that little small crevice.
Yeah, that, and then
So it's a power bomb and then 4 missiles, or a bomb and then 4 missiles.
I'm stretching it. Got 30 more, 25 more.
yeah, I lost my place. Okay, yeah, we go this way.
Yeah, now you're going to the ice room.
Ah, yes.
You could take that way. It's probably faster. That's because it brings you to where you got a shine spark.
Yeah, and you're gonna see how I do this, which is different than how Kevin does.
Yeah, I
this.
just got the shine spark up faster, like a little bit higher.
Ah, fuck.
But it's very close. Very similar. He makes it very tight on himself, basically having to get optimal space jumps.
Now, where is that?
It's right. So yeah.
You gotta shine.
So yeah, right there. You gotta.
yeah.
Do you do the speed booster? That's half the reason why I do it so far up, because you have to do it up there anyway.
Yeah. And then I can just do a straight down, right? Or is
Yeah, you need another one.
Yeah. Just want to break those blocks.
There you go. All right, that should be everything.
Easy. Yep. Yep.
Home stretching.
We're getting there.
Yeah, getting very close.
Very close.
Yeah, I think I've gotten all the ones that have.
Yeah, I mean,
that messed me up the other
we
day.
have time to
so.
spare anyway. We've already were ahead. And if he's this far in the cleanup, there's no point to not let him finish.
What time are we at?
306. At the current time on the stream, when you try and spark down, it was 307.
Oh yeah, I should definitely beat my time from the other day, which is good. That's what I get for only doing this twice in practice.
Yeah. It could be like that.
Dogwater. Where we do minimal practice.
And now I practice the games I want to do a lot.
So why'd you agree to do this one?
Because I was like, I have been wanting to get back into it.
Alright.
And then I went, you know what, we'll just do it.
Oh, it's light today? I don't want to do light Spirit Ultimate. Ew.
You're so tuned out. You're just playing gotcha.
Yeah, dude, I've seen this all before. Same shit.
He doesn't even care if you finish.
Damn.
I do care if he finishes. I didn't tell him the DNF, did I?
You're out here playing gotcha.
I'm like, I try not to handhold him too much because he doesn't like when I do that.
It's true.
I've learned my lesson. No, but my gotcha's auto running, so now I can pay attention again and give him my color commentary. Whoa, Jordan's opening the door. He's going right to Elloon. Wow, really? Holy shit.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Yeah,
he's getting on trains,
Oh,
guys.
boy.
You know what trains remind me of? How you?
Oh no.
Yeah?
I'm not gonna finish though.
You know what trains remind me of?
What?
Your dog. I don't know why, but they do.
Can you tell me? Can you give me the correlation?
They're both dead.
This train is very much alive.
I don't know, but it's a machine. I don't even call it alive.
Man, you got a point.
All right, well, let me rephrase it. This train is very much
man.
functioning, unlike my dog in the ground.
Right, but that was the word I used.
Yeah, but
I would like one functioning dog, please.
One functioning dog, please.
One functioning dog, please. Please and thank you. I just want to show my 2X sabers. Guys, do I crack open a beer? I think I do.
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, that's right.
Just like power bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That just answers all my problems. Just do power bomb, to be honest.
Hey, cross bombs.
All right, guys. Not sponsored by Bud Light.
Oh no.
Well, wait, we can't do Bud Light. Kids can't drink Bud Light.
That's true.
Yeah, but I
not good for the
can.
kids.
So donate to save my liver.
Damn.
No. Oh no. Oh no.
Because eventually I'll revert to a child, get cancer.
My God.
Obviously, this stream is 18 and over.
Well,
trying to
yeah, some things you said, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we don't. Joe's gonna have to watch out for the FBI watching out for his Moroccans.
Yeah, Joe would say.
Maracas again, not the maracas.
No, this is the one time we're referencing it, and then it's over.
Yeah, no, Joe would say
Joe's
some things I was like, ooh.
Joe's. So if obviously this will all be recorded. How much of it will be recorded on YouTube? We are unsure, but we're probably going to re-upload it because it is all recording on Marco's side. So what I've been realizing as I see
Can I just go straight across here, or?
go up, yeah.
I'll go up. Okay. That's right. Just wanna
It
make sure
seems
100%.
like you actually can do all this in one go. Like, it doesn't seem like there's anything preventing you from actually doing it
From
all in
not
one
doing-
go. Yeah.
Doesn't
Because
power
I
bomb
don't know
prevent
what
you?
I need.
Is there a
Power
power
bomb prevent you?
Power bombs for it. So I'm actually gonna try to see. If
I think you
that's
just
possible.
need normal bombs. I don't think you need power bombs. For
Right.
any
It
of-
doesn't look like you do.
Okay. Alright,
So-
what, you wrap up Gavorin, you wrap up...
After Gavor and
you
it's
After-
Nubia,
yeah,
and then that's it.
Then it's over.
Yeah, then we're done. I just had to grab that power bomb and then grab from earlier.
Yeah. So we were already ahead. So it's fine if we take the little extra time to, cruise on some Metroid bread. We do like bread here, especially the Metroid
Definitely
variety.
my favorite Metroid game.
Oh yeah, this is definitely like this is hard between this and Super Metroid.
Fusion was my first when this came out. I meant,
This
Damn,
is
this is
just
good.
it's just so smooth.
that's right. Fucking.
Controlling is tight. It's just really good.
Oh, fuck off.
Hi, Adam. Bye, Adam.
Yeah, see you later, loser.
Oh, so spoiler, it's not actually Adam. It is Raven Boyd.
Oh yeah, it hasn't
You're
been out in the
dead.
whole game.
So I thought that was a really cool reveal to figure out. Yeah, you're actually truly alone this whole time. It's like
Yeah, it
you
was definitely.
get nobody. Yeah, it was just
at
a
one
big
point,
twist,
like,
yeah.
he,
I had
like,
no
he,
idea.
he does start like acting weird. You're like, that's just.
Why is he being so pushy?
Adam's getting really into all this, huh? And then and it turns out, oh, that's what fucking hell. Here you go. Oh, that's why.
Go get it.
How many times I'm gonna do
Just
that?
a little bit too far, Jordan. Damn, you're crazy. You can give yourself a little bit more space than that.
No, I live on the edge.
I see
Yeah,
that.
and then he falls over twice.
Yeah, I fall. Please.
The duality, man.
Lives too close to the edge, falls over. Could choose not to, does anyway.
All right, yeah. So be sure to get that the last power
Yeah,
bomb.
yeah.
So it's actually not super far of a detour. The point is just to like save the time going back.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Whose phone's playing right now?
Not mine. Missile.
I did the missile. Yeah, but figured. I need to do that.
Yeah,
That one I need to do that.
good. All right, so yeah, this is where we were before. So it's not
Yeah.
that big of a detour. You're still technically in the room.
Yeah. It just, saves a couple of seconds if I got it earlier, but
It mainly saves
difficult.
the time going up, which it probably saves about like 15 very
Yeah.
easily. But the thing is, if you take 15 seconds, it's just rough. But very close to the end. Only
Oh, a
6
better
more missiles
15
left.
than, I guess, how many times it might take you to fail.
Yeah.
Like, I'd say it's like, what, if you don't get it twice, it's probably just worth it to just...
Yeah,
just
the
drag.
ice missile that.
Yeah.
You jumped on it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Late power bomb.
That's right.
To the right. Don't forget to get the thing. And then the storm missile door you just opened.
Oh, yes, that's right. This one.
Alright, and screw attack in the thing.
That's right. Always forget. Whoa. This one
You
I
need
actually
a-
got.
you need a
no,
spark.
I did open it earlier by
Oh, okay.
accident.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I was too far to the left, and I was like, "Oh, well, that's open now." And then I just
There it is, the last E-tank.
I hope
It's
Jordan
there.
opened the door and doesn't have to take the bottom path.
did I open the door? No, I didn't.
No, very sad.
I I knew I forgot something. I opened the one door and then I didn't open the other door. Classic.
Yeah, at least the most important one is that door, because this room sucks. Like, you could just screw attack again through there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, that door I opened. And then not the
missed the most important door.
and not the other door, yeah.
You got one missile. You got one E-tank.
One missile in a dream. No, you should have all the things there. It is just like a weird thing on the bottom of the screen. You have all the E-tanks, right?
You should.
I mean, I'll double check real quick on all the areas. But I'm pretty sure I got everything.
Not we got ourselves 100% versus 99% race.
Yeah, I might fucking going back. 100, 100, 100, 100, 100.
Yeah.
100,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine, you're fine.
Yep.
Yeah, it just looks like that. So, yeah, lay the power bomb. I'll go to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been real cool.
You line up in the center usually, right?
No, I mean, I've done the spark from there before. I also thought it was there. But, through excessive mistakes, I've realized.
Just line up in the middle. Easier.
Yeah. No, for just forgetting where the thing is, you need a missile.
No, that's right.
The last missile.
There we go.
There it
That's
is, 290.
You go. Now he does it. Go fast. It's fast time.
Alright, put a cutscene so you can't shine spark, because...
Yeah, shit sucks. So this would be like the one boss I would storm missile. So when he has his shield up, I would charge the storm missile
Oh, okay.
and just fire it when he does something else. And if he charges at you, then you just like stop. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
Now you just spam.
He missed.
Oh, he didn't pull back. Give him a second chance. He misses. So sad.
I'm not sure he's gonna be able to DPS race now.
You always be able to DPS race. Alright, there you go. Shield's down permanently now. You got big matching percent. Jordan's like, where's my turbo key? But I don't blame you. Matching fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I need to go to the Marco School of Matching.
It's true. I am very good at matching.
It's true. He always wins a Mario Party. Every matching minigame.
Yeah, you never want to play me in a matching minigame.
Yeah, I also don't want to play a Mario Party because all he does is spam. It's Birdo.
It's true. Oh, what's the sound? What's the sound I spam?
I don't even want to recall it.
Oh,
I purposely
forget.
blocked it out of my memory.
That might be for the best.
All right, heading up to Iterash at like 320.
Alright, come on. I get it. You're showing me the map. Thanks.
You ballin'. Is this what I mean when she's ballin'?
Okay, get this. No.
No, you can't. You just gotta watch it.
I just the other day when I was practicing, I'm like, oh yeah, they put that recharge station there when this just fills you up
That's
anyway.
just a save station. Oh, they put a recharge station there?
They put
What,
a
the
recharge
left?
station in.
Yeah, it's a recharge.
Right after when you go up and around from the elevator, the
Okay.
recharge to the left. But it's pointless because that beam there gives
Pretty
you
much full sells you, yeah.
Full
Anything you'd be
everything.
missing. And you get a
So-
full shield from the fucking gold, whatever.
Yeah. So
Alright, yeah, so you just want to wave phase one. You can phase tank those, you don't actually have... You have
Alright.
enough health. Just be a little bit mindful of dodging and you'll be fine. Yeah, I gotta figure out gold skip. As in, it skips, like, he gets like a gold aura around him. Alright, so
Yeah,
crouch.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Missile time.
No, not yet.
Not yet? Oh, yeah. You're
No,
right.
no, he's still in phase 1.
Yeah, this is the gold phase, right?
Yeah, this is the... Like, you have to do a certain amount of damage, but he should be very close to being dead. Should probably get him on this one, yep. Now you start spamming ice missiles. So, yeah,
Oh, that's
melee.
right. Whatever.
Oh, he already missed
Take
it?
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
missed it.
I've also seen you do it before, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, I
trust
got
you
it
know how to do it.
That probably wasn't right angle.
It's straight
Yeah,
down.
a little too close to him. Yeah, so these were all 290 of the missiles coming.
Remember when Pete
There you
glitched his
go.
game and was like, Raven Pete didn't do anything in this phase, but he couldn't damage him? Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
There
so
you
he
go.
was,
Nice, nice second phase.
Thanks. Oh. Yeah, like, so, Raven Beakers wouldn't attack him,
Yeah.
but he was also just, invincible.
Yeah, he soft locked.
That
the
is
boss.
a
I
very
remember this.
classic Peter thing to do. Just like completely shit the bed.
Hey, buddy.
He's shitting the bed right now as we speak.
I believe it.
Very smelly.
Oh, should I tell Antonio to get up soon? Because he's just assuming he's getting up at 4 a.m. and we're like a little ahead, even with being slightly overestimate.
Well, we were way ahead earlier, so
Exactly.
I could just basic that.
Yeah.
This fight was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a really cool fight.
Dude, this shit was hard. I got fucked so
Oh
often.
yeah, my first playthrough.
Oh.
God, it was rough.
Oh,
Yeah, but look at how much E-tanks you have. Like, it's... I used to face take so much damage, even like when I was practicing this game. Just the sheer ability that I can like crouch under the fucking plasma stream thing that he does is so helpful.
oh yeah.
It really helps with saving, doing DPS and saving health.
Alright, come on, buddy.
Yeah, the third phase is the longest. I don't know. I have to watch the video to see exactly what the fastest is. It
Okay.
may not be exactly a wave. It's probably a combination of ice and storm missiles. All right, there you go. All right, so he's done. Just got the
Practically,
final
we're just-
ending
just gotta do the
sequence.
skate.
Yep.
A loading screen. Let me skip this.
Now you can skip it.
I went to flash shift and I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, no flash shifts.
It sucks. I hate it.
The final escape
okay.
sequence like normal. Nothing
Yeah,
really.
Metroid
much to it.
classic, you know.
Yeah. Wouldn't be Metroid if the whole planet was exploding or space
For some
station.
reason. For some reason.
Always got to have the escape sequence. It's not Metroid
Yeah.
without
The
it.
only one that doesn't actually is Samus Returns.
That's true.
True,
You just
yeah.
because you just kill all the Metroids and then they go, oh hey, X parasites now, haha.
And then surprise Ridley. Gotta throw him in somehow. Oh, you do just fucking go in a ball for him. I knew it. So I started blasting.
Oh,
So
yeah, he
anyways.
did it. He's blasting.
So anyways, I started.
All right, so time is coming up for Jordan the second that he goes in the cutscene.
Yep.
And time.
That's it.
3:27:49.
9.
Let's see what my game's bullshit stats are.
$3:30.
Any shout outs?
No, I mean, I guess shout out to the Dread community. You know, they've been pretty helpful with
Yeah.
with resources and learning.
I died 9 times.
You know.
There you go. There it is.
How many times did I die? Times did really 4? Oh yeah, that was all from Emmys. Fuck Emmys. But yeah, here's Metroid Dread. Definitely a very fun game. Very easy to get into.
Oh yeah.
You don't even have to run 100%. You can run any percent. Also very accessible. There's tons of tutorials out there. And yeah. Stay tuned for our boy TripTech running Bloodstained.
Yeah, if you thought you had enough of me,
Very good one.
you were very wrong. If you thought we were done with Metroidvanias, you were very
Oh,
wrong.
no, yeah, we got one more. No, we got more later, but we got one more
Yeah, we
right
definitely
now.
got more tomorrow. So stick around.
Gonna be a good time.
But today is tomorrow now.
Oh, that's true. Later today. Tomorrow today.
He's right.
All right, I'm going to sign
I
off.
think he's right. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm also gonna sign off too because I'm probably gonna get to bed. I have a run early tomorrow.